All right, welcome back to the Comic Cinema Crew. Where we are here to talk about the comic book films of 2022, and we're going to rank the 9 films coming out as our most anticipated films, and what we are dying to see, and what we are not so much dying to see. And of course, I got the regular Comic Cinema crew here, of course, and also with Josh Waring. What's going on, Dave?
What up, man? What up? What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, E?
You know it was going on.
So, of course, this is the Comic Cinema Crew because we all have one common love, which is comic cinema and comic book films. So, with 9 movies coming out this year, man, we're all very excited. I was talking to Ant last night. Ant, couldn't be here with us today, man. And Dave, like, we're talking about how, like, it used to be like 1, maybe 2 comic films a year. Now we got 9 this year.
Yeah.
Yo. How crazy is that, bro?
I can't wait for it to hit 12.
Yeah.
Like one a month, I'll be content.
Right.
2 a month, I'll be very happy. But 1 a month, I'll be content.
2 a month. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
Well, y'all go to the movies every week, so it wouldn't be that crazy.
That's true. No, it wasn't. Not for me.
Yeah.
No, that's all. But
I'd really be in there.
But as comic fans, going back to the books and the cartoons and now the movies, man, it's a long way, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like to see it all be able to go on screen this much, in a year. So now it's like just a regular, sense of it.
It's starting to overload people's brains though, bro. Because I was talking to my Jay, Jason, be arguing with you on I was talking with him yesterday. We was playing Call of Duty, and he was like, I'm so far behind on like the shows. Like I feel like it's already impossible to catch up. And we ain't even scratched the surface of these next 3 phases yet.
But that's a lot of people though. Like that's how my girl felt about Ozark. So, like when the show.
But Ozark is 3 seasons. Ozark is 3 seasons though, right? 10 episodes a season.
4.
What is it?
Seasons.
4 seasons, 10 episodes a season. Right? So that's 40. That's 40 hours. You're talking about almost 75, 80 hours.
Yeah, but shit, the fucking Disney Plus shows is like fucking half hour. Like you can catch one of them shit, man.
Well, I don't know some of them. Like WandaVision's all within like 35, 45 minute range. Right?
Yeah.
There was one WandaVision that was sub 30 minutes, I think. And then everything else was in 35 to 45.
I mean, the credits
but it feels like an hour.
Shit, it does.
Like it'd be short to me. To me, it don't feel like it's enough.
I just got dude, I'm rewatching it. I'm rewatching everything. So yesterday I watched Captain America: First Avenger, then Captain Marvel. Literally, I just turned the TV off before I turned this on.
Let me ask you a question, man. As this is about comic cinema anyway. How did you feel watching them again? Did it change any point of view for you?
Yes. Like seeing the 10 Rings organization knowing already what the hell they are, like they're a farce. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Like Obadiah Stane was dumb. He went and got the wrong 10 rings. I started to notice more shit, Like, but man, it's still dope, and it just feels like, like the Captain Marvel movie was better than what people give it credit for, But it wasn't great. But watching Iron Man again was like, holy shit, how great was this movie? Like, my girl was almost late to work because she was like stuck watching it too. Like, okay, I'm finished watching this. Like, bro, it's just, man, they're classics. They're all classics. So,
all right. And before we continue, man, on the show, because it's a great show already, great conversation, we can't do it without another member of the crew who has made it. Without further ado, our guy, Chris.
What's going on? I showed up when Dave was talking. I didn't know if I was going to get a chance to get in today. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, Chris.
Yeah, you made it right on time, brother. We were just talking about, we're here to talk about the 9 films coming out this year,
right?
For comic, and you as well, because you and Dave are around the same age. Like, went from like no comic book movies to maybe 1 or 2, and now 9. So I was saying, how crazy is that to have 9 comic films?
It's a good time to be alive,
right?
Yeah.
For Star Wars too.
Yeah. And Josh, you here with us, bro?
I am king of
Wakanda.
This motherfucker.
My king.
Oh shit!
What up, fellas?
So, Josh, question, man. Do you feel like it's an overload, like Dave was saying, the comic book arena right now? Or how you feel about it?
I would have to agree with you, Big Mike, because if you think about it, we live in such a culture right now with content consumption that binge watching that's part of people's lifestyle. So you can easily, and because of all the streaming platforms, you can easily catch up in a month. So I really don't see any excuses if you're actually interested in the content. I don't see any excuses, and the quality of the content is better than what you were talking about before, Mike, when it was just 1 or 2 per year, and they were like 2 blockbusters. Now you have a couple blockbusters, a couple things with substance, a couple TV shows. So it's very versatile. So if you're interested in comic book, Star Wars, fantasy genre, you're going to be very satisfied right now.
Yeah.
No, where's Ant? Is he doing a vlog?
Yeah, he can't make it. He told us last night. He told me and
Yeah, he's at a wedding.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So he's doing a vlog.
Yeah, he's doing a vlog. Yeah, he also he did a vlog last night too. Actually.
Yeah.
Is that up yet?
Online
He
virtually.
put that up yet or no? Right? I don't think so.
I didn't see it yet. He had to get ready.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys none of you guys came in, but we were at Josh's. We were all together for a podcast last night in person.
Man,
so
I was there.
For real?
That
I was
great.
going to be there, but I didn't know what it was about. I didn't want to just jump in and be like, "Hey, what are you talking about?"
That's what you do. That's what you got to do, man.
I didn't know it was like that. I'm sorry. Next time I'll come, Josh. I apologize.
No worries, man. I'm just glad you got your rest.
Yeah, man.
Right
Still, my throat's a little crazy, but
My brother here, Nate, said as a kid had to hide my comics, loving a new era.
Facts.
And to you,
Yeah,
Dave,
right.
Iron Man is always a great rewatch. I agree.
I had
Yes,
nothing
yo.
but little brothers that like
What
to
a
get into my
movie, yo.
stuff.
And then your favorite, Josh, Mr. Urban World.
Yo, Mr. Urban World. Look what I got.
Huge fan, bro.
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Urban World.
Oculus.
I did it.
Just to let you know, Mr. Urban World, Anthony did show your picture last night, so we all know what you look like. So.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't see it.
Oh shit!
By the way, like you need to start coming on. Like, what you doing? Come on the show.
Oh,
For real.
There you go, Chris. All right. So yeah, Iron Man, man. I love Iron Man because like it's so like adults. You know what I mean? He's like having one night stands and shit. I love Iron Man. Like it's like that movie and shit. I love it to me. But
He was definitely pulling them women.
yeah, for real. Oh, shit. But so for this year though, the 9 movies I'm gonna read out loud. You all got the list or whatever. So we got the Batman, which is Robert Pattinson. Stop hating me on Robert Pattinson. We got,
Yo, I didn't even look my face yet. I was thinking.
yeah, in due time, I'll make an appearance. He said, "That's for you, Josh. I'll make an appearance." So, we got the Batman. We got Morbius. We got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We got Thor: Love and Thunder. Black Adam. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. No, I'm sorry, Across the Spider-Verse. I apologize. Flash, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and Aquaman: Another Lost Kingdom. So these are the lists.
That's the name of the title? Another Lost Kingdom?
Another Aquaman movie.
That's what it said, yeah.
That's what it
And then he
sounds
gets
like,
a new-
right? And here's Aquaman, another Lost Kingdom, other than the Lost
And he got a
Oh,
new
boy.
suit too. His new suit is navy blue.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
listen to this. So this is my brother, right? This is Nate. He said, I just rewatched Green Lantern and loved it. So me and Josh 2 years ago,
I like Green Lantern.
Oh,
We
I'm sorry to
did-
hear that, guy.
listen,
Sorry.
me and Josh, we did our top 10, what was it, Josh? Top 10 comic book films the last 10 years, right? Or the last decade.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
2000, was it
10 to 20.
2010, 10 to 20, right?
10 to 20. My brother Nate here, his number 1 was Green Lantern. Whatever, out of 10 years, stuff like that.
Him and Ant should hook up.
Yo,
He's
either
not
he's
lying.
the most epic troll ever, yo.
Hey, did your brother like the Incredible Hulk?
I don't know. That wasn't in the last 10 years. He could put that in. It was.
Oh, shit. Was that longer than 10 years?
Yeah.
It came out same year as Iron Man, 2008.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah. I know it's
Okay.
a hated movie, but it's one of my favorites. See, I told you, he's not lying. Or whatever like that. Yeah, it was a hard list because it was 10 to 20. So you couldn't include Iron Man or The Dark Knight. It was only 10 to 20. Yeah.
I knew
Yo, what
nothing
about
about
Steel?
Leonard.
Steel
I
didn't make the
enjoyed
list?
the movie.
Who? Who they?
Steel. Remember Steel?
10 to 20.
Oh,
Dave,
shit.
10 to 20. Oh, to
Wait,
answer your
Kobe.
question, Chris. I'm not Hulk. You know, like
All right, so he does have some common sense. Okay.
Yeah, a little taste.
a little taste. All right. So for this year, Dave, before I even have you go to the list, like when you hear the list and you see the list, how do you feel about what's coming out this year? Bro?
very excited, obviously, for more of the Marvel properties, obviously, than the DC, just because of the interconnected universe and ramifications it's gonna have. But yeah, I'm still excited. Like, we got 9 movies. That's what I'm happy about. Like, literally, almost every other month, I'm gonna be going to watch a movie theater to watch something.
Let me ask y'all that, since Dave said that. I know Marvel does have an interconnected universe been going on now for 13 years, right? So, or
and it's just better overall
14.
production quality than what we got from DC.
I'm about
Better
to say, just better everything.
casting,
So far.
better picks on directors.
I agree
better
with
everything.
I agree with all that.
So far.
Some directors Marvel gets sucks though, but
I mean,
most of
everything
them are good.
everything DC's doing feels like copycats. So Marvel.
Yeah, today. But my question was, the interconnected universe, is that automatically better? Or do you have or can standalone be?
Yes, because it keeps you more engrossed to all the content rather than just this particular franchise. Like,
Yeah,
nothing bugs me. Nothing bugs me more than somebody who's like, "Oh, I saw only all the Captain America movies." I'm like, "Yo, you ain't seen no other movies?" Nah, Captain America's only my guy. Like, what?
So I think Americans like everything.
Yeah, you gotta watch everything to know what the fuck's going on. He's in other shit.
Go ahead.
But they're like, "Oh, nah, I just like Captain America 1, 2, and 3. That's it."
No, I wasn't saying that yet.
So Josh, you shook your head. What are your thoughts on it, bro?
Right. So to your points, MCU is killing it right now. They're doing a brilliant job, but they have their own system, right? It reminds me of baseball. I'm a baseball fan. So the Yankees play baseball a different way. They use superstars. So they should use that system because that system works for them. But if you use someone like the Boston Red Sox, they have their own Moneyball system. So DC had to cultivate, and HBO and Warner, they have to cultivate their own system that works for them. And as Big Mike and I talked about on Mental Theater with the Joker review, with having the DC Dark, that works for DC and that works for Warner's. To having more things that are darker and more risque, because that, like Suicide Squad, that fits their profile. Disney doesn't play in that realm, so it makes more sense to do that. That's just me.
Yeah, Disney doesn't play in that realm.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, they're letting someone else gonna come out and take all the boycotts and all the heat and everything before they start getting into that realm, because they have some truly violent properties like Punisher, Deadpool. You can't PG-13 those guys, but we know they're getting used. They're just waiting for the right time, so they're gonna let DC take the bullets and then just step in and be like, let's do it classy.
I think so you said nothing. DC doesn't do anything great. And I guess my brother's response to you, Dave, was Marvel better than Snyder Justice League? I guess was his question.
Snyder Justice League, I thought ran too long. It was better than the first Justice League that came out, but it wasn't better than any of the Avengers.
It's not
movies.
Marvel. Yeah,
it wasn't better than any of the Avengers.
It was a good try, though.
It was a good try. The Zack Snyder Justice League is the movie that should have came out the first time.
Right.
That's what should have came out.
Right.
Being it's 4 hours, you could have just broke it part 1, part 2, like they did with the last part of Avengers.
Right.
Instead of having Infinity War and Endgame, break that shit up. You're gonna make double the money. It was a really good story.
I had to watch it in 3 sittings, dude. It's just too much.
Yeah, bro. You're like, I'm taking breaks. I'm gonna take a break because it's been like 2.5 hours. I've been sitting here like, bro, I don't need. I don't need my movies that long.
I watched it straight through.
Yeah, straight through. I mean,
I couldn't. I tried.
This was in the, and again, I understand
that,
but this was in the height of the pandemic, right? It was the height of the pandemic. You ain't have shit else to do.
That shit else to do.
And watch it
straight through, right?
But yo, it wasn't
real,
that.
It just shows me what kind of guy Josh Whedon is.
Yo. I think I could have sat through it if I never saw the first Justice League, like the way it came out first. If I never watched it, I could have sat through it for 4 hours.
It just makes me wonder how good the first Avenger movie probably even could have been if it wasn't Josh Whedon.
I think he did his thing on that movie. I think he fell off.
I think Josh Whedon actually set everything off. To be honest, he's not a great director.
But listen, I'm saying he did his thing, but. If he did his thing on that, and then he claimed he did his thing on Justice League, that means somebody probably could have made it a lot better.
That's a good point. To the other question, though, I feel like kind of what Josh said. I feel like the interconnected universe is great, and that's their thing. But I think you can do it's more than one way to skin a cat. Put it like that. I think you can also have DC with their standalone property. They can also be great. Like, you don't. But
there's always going to be a cat. There's always going to be a cat that's going to be picked first. You see? Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Like, yes, both of them can make great movies. Both of them can make great movies. But which one are you gonna invest your heart and soul into?
No. Again, all fair points. If we're being completely honest, because again, we did the top 10 right of the past decade. Marvel was playing catch up, and Marvel surpassed DC. That's unrefutable. Stats say it, and content wise, but they were playing catch up. In terms of superheroes, at the couple years ago, it was just all Spider-Man that people identify with. Now
and Batman. They had Batman, Spider-Man, and
I'm
Superman.
saying
Those are the only film heroes
from the MCU. But for the most part, people identify with Batman, Joker. You know, these are like household names for like Superman. The past 50 years.
Yeah.
But doesn't that sound like beating the same old drum from DC?
No, but then you come out with like a Joker, right? Which is standalone by itself.
Well,
right?
everybody knows the Joker. Like the Suicide Squad. Did people say that's a failure? Those two.
No,
movies?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. The second one,
because
that was
DC's problem is when they try to grab characters that aren't mainstream and put them front and center, they flop. But they hang on to the Batman, the Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Aquaman. All the majors are the only ones getting love in DC. Like Suicide Squad movie, I think is the best thing DC's ever done.
You mean like Peacemaker?
Right.
Well, Peacemaker is great though.
But the show though, it's not a movie. I was talking about movies. I was talking about the movie realm. The Peacemaker show was great. Yeah.
I thought that Suicide Squad was one of those scenarios where the second one was better than the first.
It was
very much so. Yeah, somebody asked that the other day too, yo. Who would you rather have? Idris Elba's Bloodsport or Will Smith's Deadshot?
I want both.
Their part better.
Want both in the
movie. I
definitely
want both. Yeah,
that's what I originally said. I said I want both, but my boy was like, "Nah, you gotta pick one or the other." I picked Bloodsport.
Well, they're two different. They're two different heroes.
Two different characters. Yeah,
but he was like, if you're starting a Suicide Squad movie with one of them two, which one do you want? I would rather have Idris Elba than Will Smith. Yeah, I don't know. It's just edged. It's edged. It's not saying Will Smith's bad.
I love him as an actor too. So
yeah,
but I like Will Smith too, though. So
yeah,
I feel and Will Smith definitely can get the job done. So
I wish he'd come into the MCU. To be honest with you,
right? I need him as Blue Marvel, man.
Well, technically, he's already with Disney because did y'all see the National Geographic Welcome to Earth? Amazing.
Technically, Batman's already with Disney because Gotham aired on Fox. Disney owns Fox.
I didn't see that yet.
I mean, I guess you're right, David, in a sense. I guess like that. But
my problem with DC is they have way too many characters and they're not using them. They are not using them
because they whack
all them characters.
No. Again, no, go ahead. E.
No, I was gonna say some of them are copies of stuff we get in Marvel. So how whack can they really be? Like, come on.
Here's one. Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter is a dude that hypnotizes you with the top of his hat.
Okay, and doesn't
that what he does?
Bless you.
Doesn't Marvel have somebody like that too? Named what's his name with the orange hair? Arcade.
No, Arcade locks you in video game simulations. He's whack.
That's even worse. Yeah,
he's whack also.
Right.
Hey, I wouldn't mind being in a simulation.
Right.
Would you watch a movie about either of them?
No.
Right?
But this is the point that I was bringing up initially. It's the system. Marvel's system work. It's Feige, Favreau. It's a system. DC doesn't have a system yet. If DC had a system, they would be a lot better content easily. But
prime example, I have no interest in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Everyone wants to go work with the MCU, and rightly so. They're getting the best talent. They're getting the best resources, just like the Yankees. Everyone wants to go there. Why not? They're playing for keeps. So for talent, I want to go work with them. They're gonna hit a home run. That makes sense.
Yep. I had zero interest in Guardians of the Galaxy until after I saw it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They'll make you a household name. Like they could take a regular Joe Schmo and make him a star.
See, here's the thing though, man. We talked about this last night, Dave. You weren't watching the show, but he was. Kind of brought this up, and I'll get into it as well. But I think that DC, like, they're not as good as the MCU because of the extra connectivity. I think you're right. I think that keeps you like always invested in each and every project, and it's kind of dope because now they're at the point where they can have callbacks from 10 years ago, like with 10 Rings, right, and stuff like that. But then you got DC, some of their standalone stuff. It just like it don't connect. But when it like a Joker, right? or Dark Knight and stuff like that. It leaves you thinking and feeling different. It's just like I don't know. It's different feelings and stuff like that. It's like man, they both can be good or not.
DC has the most popular superhero in the entire world,
and
they haven't been able to pop off with him yet. You know what I mean? Like every Superman I said, I was like, okay.
Bro, in any Superman movie, do you feel like there's stakes?
Man of Steel is real good, but imagine Man of Steel with Brainiac. Like, what are they doing?
Or let Feige do something with Superman. Let's see what he could do. You know what I mean?
What are they doing?
I don't know, bro.
The problem with Superman is that you never feel like his life is on the line.
Nah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you did. Especially Man of Steel, bro. Did you see Man of Steel?
Of course I saw Man of Steel, bro.
They could give you.
I never felt like Superman was gonna lose.
They could give you Mongol versus Superman, which would put his life on the line. It's so many characters that's OP just like him.
At the end of the day, are they gonna kill off Superman in the DCU?
That's
they can kill
the end of the day. Are they gonna? Yeah, he got killed. He just got killed in Justice League.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, he got killed and immediately broke out of his coffin like 2 days later.
No, he didn't. He
didn't immediately do nothing. He was a corpse.
They brought him back to life.
Was dead.
Yeah, he was dead.
I gotta rewatch this shit again because I could have sworn he flew out the fucking. No, I could have sworn at the end of the Batman vs Superman, he flew out the casket.
No.
It was a whole thing. They had to use the box and shit to bring him back to life. It was the whole thing. You talking about?
Yeah, he had a funeral.
Well, that I remember. They had to soak him in that liquid in the ship and energize the box to bring him back. Yeah, but
he was dead.
And they hit a little bit of good stuff, and then they messed it up. Like when he took the nuke out there and he blew up and he looked like a zombie Superman floating in space for a second before the sun hit his body. That looked crazy. That was great. That's what we need.
See,
none of y'all remember that.
Here's what I think. I think
I was at Jersey Gardens Mall. I'm going to go see that.
I think Justice League, when it came out, it was DC rushing to catch up to Marvel's Avengers. But I think by them saying, we're going to pull back and do our own just standalone shit, that's their niche. Like, they should keep that going on. Joker was great. Dark Knight was great. Man of Steel was underrated. Wonder Woman 1 was fucking pretty good. Aquaman was good.
No, it wasn't.
The problem is they don't have people that care about the stuff. They don't that care about the content. Because if they did, there is no problem with catching up with Marvel doing a Justice League versus Darkseid right away. There's no problem with doing that if you tell the story right.
By the way, thank you, E. By the way, if you use the source material correctly, could you imagine the compelling story of when Lois Lane dies and Superman goes fucking nuclear? Oh my gosh. No one's ever seen Superman.
I mean, that's Injustice, right? That's the Injustice.
But DC can do that because they're that dark.
Right?
But yet we have yet to see it. We have 30 years of Batman films since the 80s, right?
And they're all good.
But we have 30 years of Batman films, but we don't have Death in the Family. All right, we don't have the Killing Joke.
You liked Val Kilmer as Batman?
If you're talking going dark, those are dark. What up?
I
didn't like Val.
A lot of them are good.
I'm Batman. Harvey. I'm Batman.
But anyway,
Vicky Vale though.
Some of those Batman movies are just downright.
You got a point there, Josh.
I agree.
Yo, did you like Batman and Robin?
No.
I mean, I did, but I'm biased.
Alicia Silverstone was all right.
She was.
The original Michael Keaton Batman is the only one I like. Period. That's it. There hasn't been another.
That's
Batman
crazy, Chris. Chris, you like none of the Nolan Batmans? That's crazy.
No, none of the Dark Knight. None of
Michael Keaton.
I like Dark Knight. I didn't like part 3. I didn't like part 1.
I love that. And none of the other ones.
Yeah, only part 2 I really liked.
Michael Keaton's Batman and universe is canon to the DCEU.
Well, it will be.
Because he's coming back in Flash, right?
Yeah.
He said he don't like Dark Knight.
Nah, Chris was like none of Nolan movies. He said
no.
I thought they were good.
Bane. Oh, you talking that's Christian Bale. Doing this Christian Bale impression.
Christian Bale sucks. I hated him in the Terminator movie.
He say, "Where is she?" Last night.
Where is she?
Yeah, he's gonna be. He's the villain in Thor: Love and Thunder, man.
I like that Batman beats people up though, and to get information to send them to the hospital.
Christian Bale's a great actor. Like I love him.
Since American Psycho, like what?
Right.
He just didn't do a good Batman that well. It was okay, but no.
I thought he did all right.
Me too, bro.
Wow.
I liked Bane in that movie more than I
believed
liked Batman.
Like, to me, he made Batman believable to me.
Mm.
Yes.
I thought he
Christopher
did pretty
Nolan.
good. Yeah.
Listen,
that was real believable.
This is only a this year countdown, and then me and Josh did a 10-year countdown. But if I did a whole countdown, The Dark Knight is like 1 or 2 still to this day.
Exactly.
Like it's movie.
I wish I could see movies through your eyes, Mike.
I'm just,
Yo, Chris, you need to come back to this galaxy. You spent a long time in another galaxy far
away.
Wait, when we do our top 10 Star Wars, I'm going to shock you there too, because Empire's like really low for me.
Wow.
Empire Strikes?
Yeah.
That's the best one.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the best. Yes.
I know, right? All right, we'll get to that another time. We're not talking about that
Number
here.
2 is what Rogue One. Number 3 is A New Hope. That's simple.
No.
We'll get to that countdown in a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's coming soon.
This countdown, though. So, let's go 9 to 1, like we kind of do in the show, to go backwards, stuff like that. So we don't have to do it like a whole. Yeah, we go. Let's go 9 through 9. Yeah, your least favorite. Who? That Lucy?
Batman.
Oh, Chris. Okay, so you started, E. Why don't you give me your number 9?
That damn Batman, man. I really don't think Edward Cullen can pull that off, man. I'm hoping he can, but I just don't think Edward Cullen can pull that off, especially when he was already yelling in the preview, and he was like, "I swear to God," or some shit like that. I didn't even know what he said because he was trying so hard to be that Batman, that screaming hard body Batman. At least get a man a voice changer or something. I don't know.
Didn't they do that though? Didn't they modulate his voice? I heard they did.
I hope they did. I really do. I hope they did because he sounded crazy in the preview.
Bro, you know he played Edward Cullen 10 years ago, right? Like it's not the same person.
He was a spark.
But that's what I know him mostly from, Edward Cullen.
What's he been in since?
Right.
Harry Potter.
Oh, Harry Potter.
He was in Harry
I
Potter?
thought he was in Harry Potter.
Cedric Diggory.
Yeah, he got killed.
Wow, you're that into Harry Potter? Jeez.
I mean, you see Slytherin on the wall.
I guess, I didn't know what that was.
Voldemort smoked his boots.
Oh, yeah. Josh is a huge Harry Potter fan. Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. I respect that. Absolutely.
I feel like they should go even.
And the reason why he got picked, Dave, is because he's been acting his ass off since then. They haven't been big blockbusters, but if you've been watching the stuff like Lighthouse.
Oh my God! They were like the kind of movies that nobody likes to go watch. Those kind of movies. Yeah, I got you.
The movies that directors and filmmakers say, "Oh my God, he did a great job. We got to pick him." Yeah, those movies.
Not the ones that
indies,
the
right?
fans say is actually good. Just
no, I'm not saying
fartsy.
the man can't
I know
act.
he's like artsy fartsy shit. Right?
That's how you find great actors and shit like that.
Yeah, he can act. He can definitely act.
His ass off.
He can definitely act. It's just Batman is like physical as fuck. Like. And the frame, your frame has to be even like all right. What's his name with the hairpiece? Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck did great as Batman.
The hairpiece. What?
Yeah,
he got a hairpiece.
All right, I said what?
Yeah, that's a hairpiece. Somebody caught him with J-Lo a long time ago. The first time they was together at the pool, and they took a picture of his hairpiece. Yeah, he got a hairpiece. That's real. Look that up. Yeah, check that out.
Go ahead. What about Ben Affleck?
All right, but look, like, how tall is Ben Affleck? What they say? He's 6'4"?
Yeah.
The way his body was for Batman, that was Batman.
He was the most comic accurate Batman to me, yo.
Yo, for real, man. That was Batman.
Yeah, he was the most comic book accurate Batman, Ben Affleck. Sadly.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, man. Sadly, it's true though.
He was also though an older Batman who's been around for 20-something years with lots of scars and pain that already lost Robin.
Yeah. I thought the armor was cool.
I don't remember seeing a young Batman. Michael Keaton was in his 40s when he first took the role, bro.
You do understand he had to be young at some point, though, right? So,
yeah, of course, yeah. But that was the time that he was getting fucked up. DC don't show that.
Well, they are now because this is supposed to be Batman year 2 for this Batman right here.
Year 2?
Yeah, year 2. Yeah.
So we'll see what a human being can achieve in 2 years. You think they're gonna have him breathe in space in this one?
Oh, he better make a lot of mistakes in this.
I'm sure he will. He only in year 2.
I hope they do this to the T, man.
Bro, there's a whole this week comic. There's a whole Batman year 1 comic. I think it's out. So like,
DC. Yo, DC's gonna have Batman fuck up. Right.
Anyway, your number 9 is Batman.
Yeah.
What's your number 8? I'm gonna just keep going. What's your number 8?
Oh, you want me to keep going? All right. Number 8 would be. My number 8 is. Oh, definitely Spider-Verse. I'm not into that. I didn't even see the first one yet. I hear y'all talking how good it is, but I don't know. Bro, I don't like the animation.
Listen, you have a son right now.
Yo, it's nothing to do with that, yo.
Watch it with your son. He gonna love it. You gonna love it. I promise you.
You're gonna love it, yo.
Yeah.
If me and Michael agree on something, man.
The animation is one of the best I've ever seen, dude.
It's one of the best Spider-Man stories I've ever seen, yo.
Oh my god, that animation!
Sit down
with the animation, yo. Even with it. So
hey guys, do you guys think Into the Spider-Verse set the stage for No Way Home?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
I do. Personally, I do. How it looks.
100%.
I do, 100%. Yeah, I think Into Spider-Verse showed them they can have multi-universe Spider-Man together at the same time.
Yep.
Honestly,
and it worked.
I'm about to say the comic should have showed them that.
Yeah, but they never saw it.
Should have showed them that.
Yeah, but they never saw it like play out on like a successful film.
Right. You gotta test the waters for shit like that, man.
And I promise you, I'll say you wrong. Watch it with your son. He's going to love it, and you're going to love it.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm telling you. But that's your number 8 for right now. And about your question about Robert Pattinson, Nate says, I said it before, people hated Heath's Joker before it came out. That's true. Nobody wanted Heath's Joker before it came out.
I loved him as Joker, no doubt.
Yeah, I did too. I thought he did good.
No. Before it came out, everybody was like, right. Joker? Like, what? It's crazy.
Okay.
A Brokeback Cowboy?
Oh, yeah, that's why. Yeah, all right.
I want a live action Miles movie.
That's coming.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
No doubt.
That'd be dope.
Just like the video game, that'll be dope.
Sony definitely holding on to that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The moment they're trying to say, Tom, we're not gonna let you make Spider-Man with MCU anymore. He's gonna retire and new Spider-Man.
I give it.
Tom Holland is fucking
Miles
make
comes
no
up.
crap with them.
3 years.
3 years for Miles come out? No, I don't think so.
I think so.
I think possibly sooner.
Yeah, no, either one. Because this is Across the Spider-Verse part. I mean, this movie right here is a 2-parter movie. That's 3 years by itself. So I'm gonna say,
wait. The new Spider-Verse is 2 parts.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
First one came out in 2019. Yeah.
No. This one
right. No, this movie's gonna be 2 movies.
2 parts.
Yo. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's 3 years right there, at least.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say 5 years before a new Miles movie comes out.
That's fair.
See what happened with the second part? He goes into real live action.
I don't know. I think they could have did production wise. They could have did an Avatar 2 and 3 and just filmed them or created them all at once and just splitting them up because it took so long for it to come out. I think that might be what they did.
Man, I lost interest in Avatar because it took so long.
And that's coming out in 2022 as well.
All right, number 7.
Number 7 is definitely going to be Aquaman and Everlost Kingdom because I feel like I don't know nothing about what's going on with that at all. Did you guys hear anything besides him having a navy blue suit?
I don't want to. I don't want to know anything.
So he got a suit change. Come on, man.
So for you, you need to have news about the film to get you more excited.
Right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what direction it's going in.
It's not another Lost Kingdom, by the way. It's and the Lost Kingdom. I had to double check to make sure they didn't shoot themselves.
Oh, Mike, you screwed it up.
Either way, still Lost Kingdom somewhere.
He also has Daughter Strange.
I mean, it wouldn't matter what the title is anyway. I'm not going to see it. So
I do have that, Dave. You're right.
You're right.
I wrote it down on my notes too.
Hey, Dave, that's a variant.
Yeah, I was gonna use that in my list. I was gonna be like, yeah, I don't know about this Daughter Strange. Never heard of this. Daughter Strange.
It's the multiverse, right? Another variant.
Right.
Instead of doctor, it's
he
his
gonna
daughter.
come and say backpack.
All right, Chris, Chris, since you were kind of going off on yours, how about you give me your bottom three? Number 9. What you got?
Number 9, Aquaman. I have no desire to see it. I don't care about it. I hate the character. It's stupid. Let's move on.
No. Let's not move on. Let's not move on. So you hate the character? You hate the?
Yeah, I would rather watch a documentary about knitting sweaters than watch Aquaman.
Hold on. Back up.
Damn.
You always hated the character, or did you hate the last movie? Okay.
No, I hated the character. I a superhero from the water. No, I don't. No, don't care.
Nah.
Gotcha.
So wait, if
Off the fish, that's a
Namor comes
superpower,
out?
bro. Come on, man.
So if Namor comes out in the MCU, you're not gonna like that?
Nah, not really.
What?
Not really. I have no care for undersea crap, man. I just don't, man. I just
Wait,
my superheroes fly around in the sky, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about him either. I'm sure he can fly too, right?
So he don't got no respect.
Namor can fly.
He ain't got no respect for Namor. He ain't got no respect for Swamp Thing.
Let me see what MCU does with Namor first, right? Like just with like Moon Knight. Right now, I can't say anything about Moon Knight. I don't know, right? I don't know about Namor, so I can't say anything about it. But from what I know, I'm not interested. That's just
Namor is a lot edgier than Aquaman. We'll say it like that.
Yeah,
Marvel's
gonna
do it better,
spent
right?
most of his life trying to fuck Invisible Woman.
Did you actually see Aquaman 1, Chris? You didn't watch it at all.
He'd be after the cheeks.
In Justice League, he was just being thrown, right? So
pretty much, yeah. They just throw him in the air like they used to city.
Dude, come on.
Okay. Number 8, Chris.
Morbius. Another one I have no interest in seeing, really. But I'll go with you, Mike. I'm going to go with you.
All right, cool.
Vampires, I don't know. I mean, Blade's going to be great. I hope he kills Morbius.
Wow.
All right, and
number 7, the Flash movie. I don't care about Flash either. So that's my bottom 3. The next 6 I want to see.
Movie?
Yeah, the next 6 I absolutely want to see and I'm excited for. So.
All right.
So you're not excited to see Michael Keaton?
Dave, what you got for
That's
me,
cool.
Dave?
Yeah. But
number 9, Aquaman. They ought to change the name of this movie. They ought to change the name of this movie to Aquaman and the Lost Opportunity.
Why?
Basically, Jason Momoa. I don't like him as Aquaman, bro. He's stiff as fuck.
Either.
Yeah, he's stiff as fuck.
Better
He
character
really can't act all that well. His best acting job was Khal Drogo, and that motherfucker ain't even talk.
Dude.
Right? That being said, I don't like Mera. I never really read Aquaman growing up, so I didn't really follow his mythology. I didn't care. I had Namor if I wanted to see antics. On top of that, just the only visions I really have of Aquaman in my head is him riding a seahorse, and I can't get that shit out of my head. So it kind of makes it comical. Sorry, it does, but it kind of makes it comical for me. So I'm nowhere near excited to see that shit.
I'm not afraid of the water, by the way. I love swimming. So
that one, if I want to see that, I might go to the gas station.
You better be black down there.
Got it.
Hey, man.
Number 8, the Batman. If the Batman was 2 hours, hold up. If the Batman was 2 hours long, it would not be in this position right here. But once I heard the runtime is almost 3 hours,
what the fuck?
I'm not excited to see it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not excited to see it.
What is it with you and long movies, Dave? Like you can't stay up for it? What's going on with you?
No. A long action movie? Yeah, I can stay up. This ain't gonna be action.
I ain't doing
He's fighting a dude who asks questions, bro. That's it. That's all the motherfuckers do. I'm gonna ask you a riddle.
What, the Riddler?
So I'm gonna spend 3 hours watching Batman talk over the fucking answer to riddles, bro. Fuck out of here, man.
You telling me?
I'm serious, bro. If he was fighting another villain, that might change things. And a more action-packed movie, I can't see much action with this.
Yo, what up, man?
You telling me Edward Cullen is fighting the Riddler for 3 hours?
I don't know. Have you seen? I watched 2 trailers for it. Have you seen?
Hey, Catwoman's in it too.
Yeah, that's it for him to hit. That's all. That's a side piece.
Wow, yeah.
That's side piece.
She look fine.
I mean, I like the actress that's playing her.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz. Yeah, she's bad, yo. She's bad. Yeah, give them Catwoman man. It's just I'm not suited to watch Batman sit here and think for 3 hours. I don't know. That's just not my shit. Number 3. I was on the fence with this one too. Black Adam.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me go back. I didn't answer your questions. You answered all these questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like you were the Riddler. But let me answer your questions. So number one, there's more than one villain in the movie, right? It's not just the Riddler. I mean, Catwoman's kind of like a love interest and a villain, but also you got the Penguin played by Colin Farrell, which looks incredible, by the way. And also, Batman fights the mob of Gotham a lot. It's not just like the
mob. Oh shit!
So
the tracksuit mafia,
not the tracksuit mafia.
That damn superhero out there fighting regular fucking monsters.
Have you ever heard about the Falcone family of Batman? Like,
I heard of Carmine Falcone. Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you know it's a big deal.
Correction. Batman is not a superhero.
But the mobsters ain't. Bro, I'm not. For Mike, you downplay when people are faceless enemies and faceless armies. Bro, aren't the mob just faceless humans?
They got faces. We talking about the humans.
but when you say faceless, that means they have no personality. Nobody cares about them. None. They're just an army for him to wade through.
Okay, I give you that. But you said you don't want to.
I give you that.
So if you're beating up Carmine Falcone, you're not a superhero. Just take a regular hero to do that.
And this is what bothers me right here. You have the Batman, and then they could have did the Batman with Ben Affleck. The what's the cop the Asian movie with the two cops trapped in a warehouse fighting everybody.
So
that's how they were gonna do Ben Affleck's Batman.
You mean the Raid?
The Raid. That's what they was gonna do with Ben Affleck.
Yo, that movie was hot.
He was gonna do his shit was gonna be like the Raid with what's his name Slade. With Slade.
Yo, that would have been dope.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's way better.
Yo, watch The Raid if you haven't seen it, everybody. It's amazing.
Edward Cullen. They were gonna make
Edward Cullen. You keep saying that shit, Edward Cullen.
Yeah.
And then for my number 7, yo.
Go ahead.
My number 7, I was on the fence about this one. I gotta say Black Adam. Just because it lost because it's the DC property, the only remaining DC property.
You don't have any hope for it at all?
It's The Rock.
Yeah,
it looks kind of
The Rock. When people be like The Rock, they're like, oh,
it looks dark, man.
They're like, oh, it looks dope. Yeah. It does. I ain't gonna lie, it does look dope. But I have questions about The Rock's acting skills. So I don't know that he's able to pull it off. From what I heard, he's killing it, but that remains to be seen.
I mean,
wait, what the fuck? You don't watch The Rock movies? Like The Rock?
Right, you tripping.
Right, you tripping.
What I got from it.
Just remember, Rock did a G.I. Joe, didn't he?
How many years ago, Dave? 10?
Yeah.
All right, so I watched some Rock movies like Hobbs and Shaw.
Good.
All right, but hold up. You about to play The Rock when you ain't play Channing Tatum for doing the first G.I. Joe.
Channing Tatum's worse. Channing Tatum's worse, bro.
With Marlon Wayans.
Yo, who?
But you coming at The Rock? Yeah, Marlon.
Bro, I don't like Channing Tatum. I hate Channing Tatum. He's worse.
You're watching John Cena right now on Peacemaker. What are you talking about? Shit like
Thank you.
What up?
Yeah.
You're watching John Cena right now.
And by the way, you like Drax and Guardians. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, okay, John Cena. Yo, I do like Drax. I'm not. Well, hold on. Time out. When did this come about attacking wrestlers? I ain't attacking no wrestlers.
You're attacking the Rock.
I'm not attacking him because he's a wrestler.
It's because he's a wrestler.
No, I'm not attacking. He just happens to be a wrestler, yo. All right, it's like being like, I attacked this dude, or he just happens to be a garbage man. So you attack the
Yo, listen, if that movie maintains a dark tone and The Rock is seriously and sinister, that could be a good movie, dude.
It has nothing to do with Rock's background. There was a movie he did with Sean William Scott, right? Called The Rundown. I love that movie.
That was great.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That was great, but.
So what makes you think he's not going to put his? He just put his all in his.
Because I didn't like the Fast and Furious franchise. That's why I didn't like Hobbs and Shaw, and I didn't like when any other.
But he didn't have control over that. Vin Diesel did for a second, anyway. Vin Diesel did control.
Man, coming to check you, Dave. To let you know.
Yeah, get up in here, man.
Damn.
You're a Batman fan. Was he a Batman fan too?
I don't know. We gotta watch it. I don't know.
But So Black Adam made my list strictly because it's a DC property. I don't know if The Rock could make Black Adam actually look good, and I don't know if DC's gonna let them push the bounds of what Black Adam or a hero can do.
Okay.
As far as a hero like Black Adam, I should say, because Black Adam killed motherfuckers.
That movie.
Now is this a list of what you're hyped for?
This
as far as like hype level?
Yeah, right. Hype level. Yeah, that's number 7. Yeah.
All right, Josh, man, let me get your bottom three, bro.
Okay, number one, The Flash. Obviously, I mean, they're really gonna have to earn my attention, and I'm a DC guy, but if I'll give it a chance, but because Ben Affleck is in there, right, and the retro Batman is in there, but I'm not really looking forward to it in terms of this list because it's on the list. But I'll still probably see it because the Batman will be in it. Number 8, Morbius. And by the way, just because these are my top, these are the least three doesn't mean I'm not interested in seeing them.
Right. That's the whole thing.
I'm gonna see everything. Yeah, Sam, I'm gonna see everything on this list.
So Morbius, I mean, I have no idea about Dr. Morbius and all that. It looked very compelling from the trailer. Jared Leto's incredible actor, Academy Award winner. And the trailer of when he, you get that moment where he kind of realizes his powers, and then he realizes the dark side of his power. So I feel like that'd be a very compelling story. So I'm excited about that. And then number 7 is Aquaman and Lost Kingdom. I'm actually a fan of Jason Momoa as Aquaman, and I feel like for DC that's kind of their, let's say aesthetically, that's their version of Thor. So they actually need to handle this brand properly.
Real good.
Interesting.
Right.
So but to be fair, I'm not really a fan of Amber Heard, especially after what she did to Johnny Depp and Lies. So
that's weird.
It's going to be weird because she kind of destroyed his career, but she actually lied in under oath, which is kind of messed up. And he's getting, he got pulled from the Fantastic Beasts brand, so that's kind of messed up. So again, I think it'll have a lot of controversy around it, but I hope it sticks the landing somewhat.
Hey man, our lists are almost the same as the bottom 3. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm going with trying to send Maine the list real quick. I'm going with number 9. I'm gonna go with the Flash as well. I've never really been a great big Flash fan, honestly. Like Flash himself. I'm excited to see both Batman and even Superwoman on there. But Flash, first of all, Ezra Miller is like okay to me, at best in Justice League, right? And the way they do his fucking running is horrible. Like the lightning and it slows down. Like the best fast running on screen was Makari and Eternals, right? But Flash is not that great to me.
Not Quicksilver and X-Men?
Yeah, I was about to say X-Men for me was better.
Nah, Makari's
that
better,
was crazy too.
What you think, Dave? I'm going with Makari.
Makari suffered, I think, from the Superman problem, the first Man of Steel problem, that everything was a blur. So you couldn't actually see detail in her running. I got to agree with the fellas. The X-Men Quicksilver scenes, those are probably the best ones.
They did it in
not
reverse.
The MCU one. Not the MCU one.
But see, for me, I feel like they both were different anyway. To me, it showed 2 different types of speedsters. That's how I looked at it. Like she's an overpowered speedster, so she's just flying through everything. That's why it looked like a blur, but it was a beautiful blur.
It was a beautiful, bro. I'm telling you, yo. Like,
I'm not gonna knock that. Yeah.
I mean, she reminded me of Sonic. I feel like her legs were moving, but her
yes,
it was
right.
like what?
And his was showing us like the way he sees it.
Yeah, at the quantum level.
Yeah, it showed us the quantum level, like the way he sees every.
I don't know. I like the Flash's style they did in Justice League. The way they. And on the show, I don't know if you guys watched the TV show or not. You guys watched the Flash show?
No,
I mean, the show. I
watched the Flash show. I like the way they do it there too. That's why he's down to my bottom 7.
Can I say something about Flash real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Another thing that bothers me about Flash is like, what is Reverse Flash? Like, I don't understand that at all. Like, does he go backwards in time?
No. He's basically the same thing as him, just a tiny bit slower. But he's always trying to get faster. But he's almost just as fast as Flash.
And he's evil. But like,
he's very evil. If you watch Flash season 1 and 2, you'll come to have a respect for him, yo.
But I don't watch the show.
He's a deadly motherfucker.
Off the previews of the new Flash, I seen 2 Flashes staring at Michael Keaton. Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah, I didn't know who any of those guys were.
I wonder if one of them is going to be I wonder if Ezra is playing Reverse Flash itself.
Hold on, man.
I was trying to get Eobard Dawn from the actual Flash show.
I gotta say something, bro. Dave, you don't like DC Warner Brothers stuff. You shit on Sony stuff.
I didn't say that.
Hold on. You shit on Sony stuff, But you like the fucking CW shows? You guys are fucking kidding me.
Right. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, some of the CW shows are well done, yo.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Some of the CW shows are well done. Like, Arrow was dope.
Arrow was dope. Did you like
I don't
Black
see.
Lightning?
That's the thing. That's why I don't shit on DC. I shit on whatever bad movies I think are coming. If they're bad, I'm gonna say they're bad. Like Suicide Squad, I ain't shit on that.
You know what I mean? Like graphic wise.
Not before, during, or after.
Yo,
Right?
that
Am I right or
triggered me.
wrong?
Yo,
Right?
CW shows are mad low budget, bro. They're like,
I know
That's
they're low
my problem. That's what I
budget,
was
man, but
telling
they're still
Josh. That's
good.
my
The stories are still
It's
good.
just low
They're
budget.
still pulling from
The
source
budget
material.
is low.
Wait,
So
is
I
Supergirl?
told you, anything comic related, I watch it. All right.
okay.
All right. So what about the new Superman on CW? That's pretty
Haven't had
good.
a chance to watch that yet. I'm finishing up Legends
What,
tomorrow.
Lois and
Then I'm
Clark?
moving
Is
on
that
to
what
that.
that is?
That's next.
I don't know what it's. I forgot what it's really called. What is it
Superman
called?
and Lois.
Superman and Lois.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm finishing up. I'm finishing
I-
up the last season of Legends, and I'm jumping over to that.
Yeah, that
Okay.
looks crazy. The graphics
I've
on
never
that look
watched
crazy.
I've never watched no CW show. I couldn't do it. Like it was just too low budget to me.
Yo, bro, they even had their own Avengers moment. They even had their own Avengers moment where everybody from the show was all
Listen,
teaming
I
together,
started
yo.
at Smallville and I
Like
stopped
that
at
shit was tough.
Smallville.
That shit was tough, yo. I ain't gonna lie, it's tough.
The only DC show I've ever watched was Titans. That's it.
Bro, you gotta watch
mine
Titans
was
is fire. Doom
The Titans
Patrol
on
is fire.
HBO. That's why it's not CW.
Yeah, what about Doom
Yeah.
Patrol? You watch Doom Patrol?
No, but I
See,
like
you're missing out.
when they
Low
appeared in
budget,
Titans.
low
though.
budget DC
gotta
characters.
check
Nobody
that
gives a
out.
fuck
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
yo.
Well,
Doom Patrol looked like
Doom Patrol is
Umbrella
so
Academy a
low
little
budget, but you know what? They're probably the best show. They're probably the
Why
best
they
show
keep
on
renewing
HBO
it then
Max,
if it's terrible?
Yo,
Huh?
it looks terrible though. Like
Why they keep
It's
Cyborg
not
did
though.
look
It's
like
really
that.
fucking good.
So
yo.
why did they keep
This is
renewing it?
This is Brendan Fraser's best work, I think, in like
Oh,
30
yeah,
years.
him.
I'm
In
about
like
to say,
40
I'm
years.
about to say the
Yo,
Mummy was the
Diana
best work.
I was
Gurira
about to
as
say,
Crazy
thank you.
Jane is
Encino
through the
Man?
roof, yo.
No, the
Oh,
Mummy though.
Encino Man.
And the
The
Mummy
Mummy,
too,
yep.
actually, as well.
Yo, you guys
We got
sleep
Rock
on
in it.
Doom Patrol, man. It's just,
That's true. That's true.
one of them. I guess one of those. It's one of those things that nobody gives a fuck about. Like nobody knows who Robot Man is or Crazy Jane, right?
Nobody watches the shit.
Right.
That's why. Like,
Yeah.
I'll check it out though.
But you know
I'm
what? When the Marvel
curious.
show hits, everybody watch that shit.
I'm curious what
I
the
agree. That's my
production
point.
value is going to be like. Cause
I like a
CW
lot of
for
Dave's
sale.
opinions, man. So I'll check it out.
This is what I was
Josh?
trying to say earlier in the thing about DC's characters. They only hang on to their main ones. People only care about if it's Aquaman, Green Lantern,
Right.
one of the bigs. If they release some small shit, nobody gives a fuck about it. But Doom Patrol is
And
probably the best shit they got, and it's flying under the radar.
Well,
And I
Don't
was-
they got an evil Spider-Man?
Well,
Why
no,
didn't they
no.
use that?
Yo, Peacemaker, the number one streaming show right now. So that's not true.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah. So they doing the thing with some small level shit.
What else is
And-
out there to compete with it, though?
And a Boba Fett, right? The
Hit
Boba
Monkey.
Fett on
Hit
DC.
Monkey.
Hitmonkey
Yo, is
came out
Hitmonkey
months
good,
ago.
bro?
Hitmonkey was
Hitmonkey.
already done its run before the shit
It's
started
good?
up.
It was good. I loved Hit Monkey.
And I'm
I
curious to
gotta
see
check it
if the production value is going to increase once they sell CW because that's what they're going to do.
See?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
He said
Hey,
CW
that's your brother
shows
right
are
there, yo?
good. Yeah, it's my brother.
That's
yeah,
your brother? Good shit,
Yeah.
Nate. Good shit,
He
yo.
says CW
See?
shows are good. As a comic fan, they are great. Saying it's low budget is
Yeah.
like saying CSI shouldn't be on anymore. How's that? That's okay.
Because they don't
You're
use
right.
high-tech graphics and have these super high $18 million budgets for episodes.
People still watch CSI?
My parents do.
Okay.
They're
One thing he
people.
said though, Dave, he said that they're making stories with their budget, right?
Yeah,
So-
they do. They had Final Crisis. They had Final Crisis play out. Yo, if anybody knows anything about
Trash.
DC, Final
Trash.
Crisis is
Yeah,
like the
trash.
big giant
Trash.
watershed moment, bro. I haven't
Trash.
seen the Yellow of a movie yet, but I watched it on TV.
Trash.
Let me
It
look
wasn't
at number 8,
trash.
bro.
It wasn't
I
trash
just-
though.
It
you
wasn't
off.
trash. The anti-monitor shouldn't look like that, man. Come on, cut that.
Yeah, that's true. Any Monitor was trash, but the story wasn't trash.
out.
But the Any Monitor was trash. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they had him look like a goof.
yeah.
I'm sorry, yo. They did. Yo.
I have no
All right.
idea what you're talking about.
All right, let me keep going. So for me, Flash is like, even before like movies start coming out with, he's never been like exciting to me. Flash, honestly, I don't know
Me either.
what it is about him, but never did. Maybe his gallery of villains are not like greatly known. They're like, it's just Flash. So number 8, I'm gonna go with Aquaman 2 actually as well. Like Aquaman 1, I did like. It don't mean I'm not excited for that movie, but as far as this list is concerned, like Josh said, it's going down to number 8. What Mira did or Amber Heard, yeah, I'm pissed off about that shit. Y'all know that's Boba Fett who plays Aquaman's dad though, right? In Aquaman 1 and shit. Tamara Morrison.
Oh yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, because he had that same face when he saw
he did.
Nicole Kidman come up.
I know. I know. He's like, I am Boba Fett.
I can't believe I missed that.
But he should have. But I like Nicole Kidman and stuff like that. And Willem Dafoe, like he's he's an Aquaman.
Yo, he kills it.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, so but it's still number 8 on this list. And then number 7 from this list, I probably got to go with Black Adam only because he's less known to me than other characters. So I'm not quite excited because I'm not sure of what take is going to happen yet about him. So haven't listened. Now, I had the same take on Shazam some years back, right? And Shazam was surprisingly good. So you never know what can happen.
Shazam was surprisingly good.
Yeah,
I like Shazam.
Yeah, me too.
I'm more excited for the second one.
Yeah,
I'm more excited to see Shazam against Black Adam.
Well, they're going to that, right? That has to happen.
No, that's not going to happen. I don't think they're going to do that in the first Black Adam. They might set it up at the end.
No. Yeah, I wasn't saying that was going to happen in his movie. Yeah. They're building up to that.
They're building up.
I mean, he's going to have to face Superman eventually too, right? So
right. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody knows Black Adam doesn't have a coterie of supervillains.
Can Black Adam beat Superman?
Yes. Well, yes, in a way, because Superman.
Yeah, in a way, because Superman's power is magic. That's it. If you're not magic,
he can't. No, he's vulnerable to magic.
He's vulnerable to magic. That's it.
So that's going to be
vulnerable to shit else. Kryptonite and magic.
Cool.
E, I mean,
that's all you need.
Yeah, E. Back to you, bro. Number 6. What do you got?
My number 6. Okay, so my number 6.
Hold on. No. Don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. Before we do, we got a special guest in the building, Mr. Main Games. Main, what's up, man?
What up, y'all?
Man, what up, dog?
What up, man?
What's going on?
Man, where are my entry sound effects?
Man, let me tell y'all something, man. I had got up and I told my wife, I said, yo, I know we ain't got the kids and everything, but I just they sent me an invite to be on the show right now. And she was like, all right, well, I just started dashing over to the door. She was like, wait a minute, you not gonna wash your face or nothing? I was like, but babe, Dave's on the show. They need me.
I didn't wash my face either, bro.
Classic.
What's going on with you, man? How you doing, Dave?
Good, man. Chilling, bro.
Oh man, but that's all love, man. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you again for having me, y'all. Appreciate it.
Always, bro. See, I ain't want to invite you too early because I know you're out in Cali, so it's early out
there.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man. Like I said, with no kids, man, I was like, I'm sleeping the hell in today.
My man's got his coffee.
Yeah, I had to make it real quick, man. But I'm good. We good. Let's get into it. I know I missed some stuff.
You one of these, bro.
Oh man, don't do that to me.
Nah, man got the real smooth black with the black. He about to have his pinky out and shit drinking the coffee.
Hey, my man. When in doubt, pinky out.
Oh shit, here we go.
So listen, man. I see you've been watching or whatever. You know what we doing? I talked about this yesterday.
Yes, sir.
9 films this year. We're ranking our 9 favorite films, or most anticipated films for this year, comic book films. It's been a good show so far. You kind of came right on time. We all gave our bottom 3, 9, 8, and 7, and you're up. So
right perfect. Away. Perfect. So,
so your number 9 is, bro.
I'm looking for my number 9. I'm looking through the list. I was looking through it, and I was hearing some of you guys' opinions on it. And to be honest, my number 9, looking at this list off top, is gonna be Flash, man. That's number 9.
That's mine too.
That's number 9.
Number 1.
That's 9.
Why?
Why? Because I actually echoing the same sentiments that you guys are saying about the running and just a lot of different factors that I just, even when I saw him, they're gonna keep Ezra, correct? That's what they're doing. They're gonna keep Ezra. I just don't like the character, to be honest. I just don't. He seems just like a departure from what I would have expected them to do with the character. And no knocking against Ezra. Ezra's dope, but I just feel like the direction, the way they penciled him in the script, and just his aura. I think just I was like, you know what? Especially out of all these movies that is on here, I was like, yeah, you on the bottom, bro. You're done.
Now, do you watch CW Flash? Or
I
no?
do, I
Okay,
do,
all right.
and I
Gotcha.
feel like what's going on? Like to me, like you know
You
what I
feel
mean?
like Grant Gustin would have been better in this role or no for the movie?
I think that if somehow they got Ezra to take on the persona of that Flash, I would have been okay. But if they were to go that route, I wouldn't be mad at that either. Because I mean, it already has that continuity there. It's already established in that sense.
And Ezra already showed up. Ezra already showed up on his show too.
Correct. So why they would go that direction instead of the other direction, I don't know. But that's my number 9. Number 8, looking at the list, I would have to say, that's tough too.
It gets harder as you go up.
Cause I man, cause shit.
Take your time, bro. We here.
Can I ask something real quick?
Yeah.
I got you all here. How did Flash get his powers? How the fuck did that happen?
So Josh is on me.
I don't know what they're gonna say in the fucking movies, but basically he's a CSI, and he's working in a lab one night, and the lab gets struck by lightning. He flies in some chemicals that get struck by lightning, and boom, super speed.
Oh, boom. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for this synopsis.
Yeah. Yep. So I think my number 8, man, is gonna have to be with respect to the great one, it's gonna have to be the Black Adam, man. That's my number 8. I say that because not just based off of the fact that I haven't seen much. I haven't seen much enough to get that hype going. I understand that Rock has been campaigning for this movie for years. And I'm sure it's going to be good. But as far as the excitement level, I think for me, knowing all the other titles that are on here and me knowing enough and I've seen enough, even though I haven't seen enough of Thor, Love and Thunder, not many of us, or Wakanda Forever. I think in addition to me not seeing enough of Black Adam, but then also that hype factor compared to all the other ones, it's not the same. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy the movie. I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm sure the effects are going to be great. I also love DC movies like immensely. I think they do a great job with their movies. The color palettes and everything like that is great, and the stories are great. But I just feel like as far as the hype meter, when it comes down to that, I'm just not really that excited for Black Adam as it stands. It could change, but right now it's number 8.
That's fair.
7 though, this is where it's gonna get a little tough. I would say for 7, I would go for and I'm super hyped about this movie, but I think on the way that everything else is here, I would say that it would actually be Morbius. I'm a big Morbius dude, and I literally screamed when I saw the trailer. But I think that also, even though it's gonna be a great movie, and I think that I forget his name. I keep thinking 30 Seconds to Mars. I forget his name right now, but I believe he's gonna do a great job. He's a great actor.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto's a great actor. I think he's gonna do great with this movie. But I think that I feel like I already see some things that I'm probably not gonna agree with, or I'm not gonna really like. As it stands, I feel some way about the way he looks in vampire form. Just me. I don't know. I know they try to get it close to as they could to the comics and to the animated series, but I don't know. I feel some kind of way about that. And that of course can change too. But I think that, especially also me loving a vampire. Like, I love vampires. Like, that's another thing that I love. It's just hard because when you got these movies on here like the Batman, and you have Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, and you have all these other movies that either have hype or are going to be backed or met with a lot of support and a lot of narrative and a lot of all these things you come to expect from other movies that are similar to or sequels of these movies, it gets harder. But I would say that rounding out number 7 would be my man Morbius.
All right, cool. And this for Dave. Nate says Green Lantern is the best.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, bro.
Not sure.
I'm sorry.
Right. Man, hey, you got my man E giving y'all the Boba Fett look, bro.
Hey, Nate. Hey,
Green
Nate,
Lantern.
you give me some of that shit you was smoking.
The stickiest of the icky.
Right.
And for those of you who watched the show, what did he mean by this message that he left on the show?
He's talking about the actor that plays the Flash in the show would probably be better in the movie role. But he wants to see what Ezra's message meant in the show.
Yeah, what message
to him? Well, Ezra showed up on his show, and during their cross time paradox thing, he showed up for a hot second of the show and gave him a message and dipped, but we don't know what it was.
The message was tag my hand so you could take my place.
Jeez.
I wish he would. I like the guy. I like the dude on the show, man. I like the dude on the show.
That man asked for substitution.
Okay. Yeah, just so we're not here forever. Give me a number 6 through 3 or 6 through 4.
All right.
6, 5, 4.
So my number 6 is Flash.
Okay.
It's up there because I still want to see Michael Keaton as Batman. I want to see what he can do again and what he can bring to the table. I saw 2 Ezra Miller standing there, so I want to see what's going on with that. And I like the new Flash costume with the Speed Force flowing through it like that. I thought that was great. I never seen that because that last costume looked like it was made out of Legos. So this one looks real good. I'm enjoying. But for real though, that Flash did look a little junky. But my number 5 is Morbius because Jared Leto looks good in that. I agree with Maine with that. I like when they start making the vampires teleport with the smoke and the it shows.
The effects
you know
are
what
tight.
I mean? I'm
not going to dispute.
Crazy. His
I like the transformation you see. I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah, that transformation was crazy too. That got me sucked in. And then when he said Venom, he mentioned Venom. So I want to know how they're connecting it. I need to know that. I need to touch that. My number 4 is Black Adam. I know The Rock is gonna do good, man. I think this is the biggest The Rock's ever got. The Rock is so big, he ripped the pads off the Black Adam suit and he fills it in.
Yeah, I did hear that he fills the suit in without no padding.
He fills the suit in without any padding. This is the biggest he's got. The little, what was that? A teaser trailer they gave us with the guy shooting at him and stuff.
Yeah,
he's killing motherfuckers. As far as I'm concerned, I think he's gonna be. And then you have 007 in there as Dr. Fate. You have Hawkman, which is I know in the comics Hawkman's white, but this makes more sense. Hawkman being black because he's from Egypt-based origin and stuff like that. So that makes a lot of sense. Who else was in there? You get what's the guy named Adam Smasher? He's in this. So there's going to be a lot of people for The Rock to whoop on. I think this is going to be a crazy movie. I do. I can't see it. That's my number 4. You want me to keep going? I can keep going.
We good
this week.
Right.
I know.
Wait. Does he really have notes?
Right.
He homework this week.
You see him?
Good.
Still no notes.
Crazy. Oh, he said, Nate said he's lucky I didn't say Mario was my best. Slightly crazy, not stupid. Then he said Morbius looks like
a vet from Skyrim.
Hey, that's for real. He does remind me of somebody from Skyrim.
Crazy. Yeah. I give him props on that. Sony did that.
Hey, who's next? Chris, right? Yeah, Chris, what you got, bro? You're number 654.
All right. Don't hate me for this one. Number 6. And only because I don't know what the hell's going on with this movie. Black Panther 2, right? It's been in limbo for a while now, right? Like, I don't know what's going to happen, what they're going to do with that. But I'm hyped for it. So this is like 6 through 1 are my movies I definitely want to see, okay?
Okay.
And if I knew more about Black Panther 2, it'd be higher.
All right.
5 is Spider-Verse 2. I mean, because the other 4 on the list are I'm more anticipated for, or I want to see more. And number 4 is Black Adam for me because I'm hyped for that one. Like I said, if it maintains a very dark tone and Rock can be serious and not do a lot of jokes and it can be dark, that's going to be a sick movie, I think. So, yeah, those are my 3 there.
All right. And Dave?
654. Number 6, probably going to be Morbius. I fought with this in Flash in my mind. Morbius, I'm gonna say I'm not really that suit for it, just because I don't know how it connects to their universe over there. I don't even know what the hell their universe is.
Mm.
Like they say the Spider Verse, but that could mean anything. It could mean nothing. So I'm gonna leave that there until I guess whatever. Flash after that, because I'm very very excited. Like, okay, so when the first Justice League came out, Flash, I was so disappointed in the Flash. I was like, whatever. They gave him like almost nothing. The Zack Snyder version, they had the scene where he had to run back in time. That scene was dope, and the car scene where he
It
saved
was.
Iris. Those two
Yeah, I
scenes were
thought
dope
that
as
was
shit.
dope.
I could watch a whole movie of that. I'll be honest with you. So I don't, like I said, I'm with you guys. I share the same concerns about Ezra Miller, his ability to pull off Barry Allen properly. But I'm still just a little bit more excited to see that, if anything, just for the special effects. Number 4 would be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2. Simply because it's the least likely of the top 4 movies I want to see. It's the least likely to have any MCU ramifications.
Mm.
So that's the only reason why. I still want to see it. Like, I want to see all the top 3, but that's where it falls.
And Nate says Rock is going to make a few jokes, sing at least once.
That's what I'm worried about.
Pop. It's hilarious.
You know what though? I will
and
say
pull
that
every chick, have every chick look at him, sexually harass
I
him.
think that even though I it's not my highest anticipated movie, I think that still he's gonna deliver in some way. And
He's gonna deliver, right?
to what my man who said don't hate me, but named his I guess changed his name to MCU over DCU. My man Chris. Yeah, but don't hate me though.
My name?
I think that he's going to do well, because we all know that DC movies are often, they have that dark tone, especially in the comics, right? I think that Shazam was a little bit of a departure in some ways from what they normally do, but DC is going to do a great job of telling that story between. I don't know if Shazam is even going to show up in some kind of form or
Probably
fashion,
at the end or something.
but Shazam, I mean not Shazam, but Black Adam is not a happy or light story. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
think that you don't have anything to worry about in that. It's gonna be dark. I
Yep.
think we're gonna see also Rock as his most brutal and his most unforgiving and
Only hope.
unrelenting, because that's Black Adam ain't got no time for that. He don't. And I think that we're gonna see that he's gonna portray that in a way that's gonna please a lot of people. So I don't think we got
Right.
nothing to worry about.
So
Slasher.
back to our previous conversation, which you weren't in on, man. Somebody gotta go. You gotta go, D.
No. Go ahead.
Football ain't on today.
Is that your nurse?
Hey, so you seem like you're into DC movies as well. Sound like
Oh, yeah.
what you're saying, stuff like that. So how do you feel about the whole shared cinematic universe versus standalone movie that DC does? What are your thoughts on that whole process?
Here's what I think. I think that there's a place for both, and what I mean by that is you can tell narratives as a standalone way first, and then branch off into shared stuff. Kind of like, and I don't mean like, there's a way that you can do it, kind of like with MCU, right? Where they did these standalone movies that seemed standalone, but they were all a means to bring things together. I think that you can still have these separate one-off movies and stories, and then bring other characters and other stories and tie them in other movies later on. So I think there's multiple ways that you can do that. But I honestly, especially the way DC does their movies, um, and the directors and things like that, man, like they have, as far as I'm concerned, movie wise, they have carte blanche to me, man. Like
Okay.
I trust their process, and I know that when you think of a Marvel movie or it's a DC movie, Marvel, you're getting color, you're getting pops of things, you're getting whimsical adventures, you're getting all these different things, right? With
Yep.
DC, you lucky if you get a bright red. You know what I mean? Like it's drab, it's grounded in like pain or some kind of conflict, and you feel that and you see that on screen. I think that to me it grabs my attention actually more than the vibrancy of Marvel and Disney movies. And I think that they're going to be fine no matter what route they go. But I prefer, honestly, they can do either or, and I'm okay.
Man came on here to talk some sense. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Man, you got me. You don't need me here.
No. We did. Everybody's
My
valuable.
list. 1, 2, 3, done.
Everybody's valuable, man.
This man over here telling me stories. I'm falling in love with his voice.
That's why I gotta bring Maine on here, right? Pause.
Yeah, man. Gotta have Maine.
But Josh, you were up, bro. 654. What's up, man?
Number 6, Black Adam, for all the reasons that everyone else said. I feel like Shazam, and I did see that in the drive-in film, so it was cool, right? It was better than I thought it would be. It was interesting. But I feel like, to everyone's point, as long as it's not too much like Shazam,
right?
I think it'll be stellar, because The Rock, of course, he has that popcorn flick brand. That's part of his brand, right? He can go in between Disney and Warner Brothers. He's able to do that because he's a massive movie star. But at the same time, to what Chris started out with saying, if he goes dark, I think it'll really shock the world. And of course, he's going to be comical. That is his lane, right? But at the same time,
but definitely not Black Adam's lane.
Hold on, Dave. Can I keep going?
Sorry, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, he's about to attack.
Yeah, I'm about to get to the point, right? But I think he'll have that switch, and when he turns into Black Adam, I think that'll be that switch for him to be like, all right, I can joke with you at one point, but as soon as I'm activated, you're done. It's kind of like MJ or Kobe when they get into that mode, Mamba mode. It's done. It's ruthless.
Yep.
Well, he is the anti-hero, right? That's what he is. Basically.
Exactly.
Right.
And DC has a lot of those.
Yeah, I feel like his jokes would be more like somebody else trying to be funny, and he just gives a look.
Yeah, or like a Drax kind of thing.
Make him look like Kevin Hart.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah, give him the Boba Fett. But I think also that you're right though. I think that he will his comedy will come in those moments where he slices through that tension or he adds tension to it, right? So somebody trying to be funny, like he was saying, and he may make some kind of quip and then say something with a straight face and this menacing look, and then people be like,
I think
that's what I think we'll see.
I was surprised when Dave talked about his acting. I think he's ultra talented, bro. I think it's like not much he can't do, you know?
That last movie, Red Letter, I like that.
Red Notice.
Red Notice. Yeah. Red Notice was good, and those type of movies he can be good in. I said I don't know about him carrying this role.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
Black Adam is a complex anti-hero, bro. He's
that's fair.
You know, I don't know that Rock can do it. He can prove me wrong.
Out of anybody else,
fingers crossed.
Come on, Dave. Out of anybody else, The Rock can play that part.
Yeah.
Out of all the parts you worried about him playing, you telling me you don't think he could play an anti-hero, a hero that's not for no nonsense, only about
you can't just get anybody. You can't just get anybody to play the Punisher, right? Can The Rock play the Punisher?
How can't you? I just seen Dolph.
I'm about to say maybe, yeah.
Didn't Thomas Jane do it? Thomas Jane.
Hold on, you would believe Rock is the Punisher as Frank Castle?
I think I would, bro. I'm sorry to say. Like,
I don't know, man. I agree, Dave. I don't know.
Y'all tripping, bro.
You telling me you don't believe The Rock is the Punisher?
You can't just be like, he was good in this movie, so he'll be good playing a superhero.
That's not what we're saying. That's not
what we're saying.
Yo, I'm at the point where it's or I'm not watching it. When it comes to Punisher,
I don't know that he could play a hero as complicated as Black Adam is what I'm saying.
He's not complicated though. Black Adam is not complicated.
Not at all.
You tell me something that's complicated about Black Adam.
All right, so he rules a city. He has slaves, but he's a hero.
To them,
anti-hero.
Yeah, he's a hero to the people he protects, right?
He's an anti-hero, I thought, though, right?
He has slaves to people he protects.
But then again, so was Venom, right? He's an anti-hero.
Right. And Venom's an anti-hero.
You hear any motherfucking popping off about Venom?
He threatened to eat an Asian lady in the store over chocolate. Come on,
Yo,
bro.
all I'm trying to say is in the comics, Black Adam got slaves in his hometown. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens.
It's a complicated hero to play. Yo.
The great thing about it is that it's going to come out this year, and we'll be on here to review it. So I'm happy about that. Josh, you still going, bro?
My bad, man. Go ahead, continue, man.
Oh yeah, number 5, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. Into the Spider-Verse was fantastic. I didn't see it at first, and I think our first mental theater watch along was Into the Spider-Verse on Netflix. That was dope. I had a lot of fun watching it.
Yeah.
I was surprised of how amazing it was, compelling storyline, and is just vibrant and colorful, just like how Maine was saying. So I'm curious to see what they do with this franchise, right? And see if there's going to be any crossover at all because of the multiverse, because you never know, right? Because if Tom can go into the MCU, I'm not sure why any other Spider-Man from Sony won't be able to. And you had Andrew and Toby, so I think it definitely opened that door. And by the title of it, Across the Spider-Verse, it kind of for me conveys he's going to go deeper into the Spider-Verse, which might lead him to the MCU universe or the multiverse of madness, one of those two. So it'll be interesting to see. And number 4 is going to be Thor, Love and Thunder. Now, of course, this Thor he's on a new hero's journey, right? Yep. And I just hope they get, I hope they get me back interested into the God of Thunder post Endgame, because he had his PTSD and his Fat Thor phase.
That's a good point.
Giving up his kingdom, loathing and self-pity. That was corny as hell to me. And I understood it, but I mean, you kind of got to get over that, Thor, especially.
It's funny for a second, but
yeah. And then the whole Lady Thor aspect with the MCU. So I feel like Jane and Thor is like Pepper Potts to Tony. They just totally emasculate the character, and Jane just sucks all the masculinity out of Thor, and not in a good way. So I'm worried about that.
Okay.
But again, I love Thor, and I love. I'm curious to see what he's going to do with Stormbreaker now, and I hope to see him take it more seriously, take a step up, eventually get the kingdom of Asgard back, right, and then defeat Christian Bale, who's also a fantastic actor.
Ugh.
All right, man, you up, bro? 6, 5, 4, and I'll round that out.
So 6 is going to have to be my man Aquaman, Another Lost Kingdom. The reason for that is, as much as I loved Aquaman, first off, let me just say that the visuals in that movie were like they messed me up in a great way. Like I love water. Also, so the fact that we were underwater, I saw the hair flowing and just the narrative of Black Manta, and just all the different things that we saw in it, the colors also, which is interesting because I mentioned the color palette for DC movies, but that was a little bit different as well. They had they had moments where you saw those hits of vibrant colors and the effects underwater, the lights and everything like that was great. I think for me, the reason why also it's difficult for me to put it in this place is because there's other movies again that are on my meter that are much higher. So this is where we talked about it before when we did rankings. The higher you go, the harder it gets. I would say for that alone, that's why that's my number 6. But trust me, I'm an Aquaman guy, and I'm checking for it. Things could change, of course. These things are subject to change as always. Number 5 on the list is going to be, I would say also Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2, because I also was pleasantly surprised by the first movie. Yes. And my kids actually saw it before I did. And I knew that it was something special, at least to them, when my son like watched it 3 days in a row. And like twice a day
with his son, right? Yeah.
And I was like, I'm hearing the same Sunflower song all damn, like what is going on, right? So I get in there to sit down. I'm like, what are you watching? Man, Dad, the Spider-Verse movie is on Netflix. It's really cool. So I sit down, we watch together, and I was like, yo,
is that
like
still
it was
on
really?
Netflix?
I don't know if it's still there.
I want to watch it again.
It's really good. It's really good. And I think
it was really good.
To Josh's point, I believe that they could explain some way to have a crossover. I think that you can't, like, to me, when I heard Spider-Verse, when I first saw the title, I thought of Madam Web. First off, I was like, this could go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Also, I'm thinking, what if it may sound a little corny, but I'm thinking as far as them moving that animated film and bringing it over to the MCU and the multiverse, you could do a Space Jam like thing, right? Where somehow he gets pulled out of that space, right? Whether it could be symbolic or whatever, and he's now into the material world, or the real world as we know it. There's ways that they could do that, or you can bring the rest of the cast of Spider-Man, Holland, Garfield, Maguire, and you can have them voice their characters in that movie as well. So there's many different ways you can go to tie that together. But I don't want to get too long-winded on that, and I already am. So that's number 5. I think it's gonna be great. Number 4 is going to be dang man, we seem to be paralleling. I would say also Thor: Love and Thunder. Because as much as I try to watch these movies as objectively as possible, and I've always been interested in both Thor and Lady Thor. The reason why objectively is because I understand the means to which they departed each other or separated the two, and under the circumstances. But it's going to be interesting to me to see 2 Thors, if that makes sense, at one time, and in some kind of aspect. I also want to see what direction that Taika wants to go with this, because he said it's going to be a little bit different than the other movies. So I want to know exactly what kind of journey Thor is going to go on, much like to what Josh was saying. In a lot of ways, he's shedding weight, right? So in a lot of ways, he's doing that to get back to who he was, or maybe a new improved version of Thor. I want to see what that's going to be like, and I want to see the dynamic between himself and the Guardians.
I'll be right back.
If they show that, because I think that they might. I know they're doing a Guardians movie, and Thor's going to be in there, but I think they said that they're
Guardians
also going to
be
have
in
them.
Thor also. Yeah,
Right.
Guardians going to
So
be in Thor.
I want to see what that dynamic's going to be like. It's different. Like Thor
As
with the
Guardians of
Guardians.
the Galaxy.
Come on, man. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting, and I want to see what they're going to do with that. So that's my number 4 as well.
Yeah, I almost forgot Guardians gonna be in that movie. Actually, he's mentioning that shit. And it's amazing because things are all coming. I'm sure we're gonna get some Super Bowl trailers next week. Some of these things or whatever. So I'm pretty sure. So
you mean today?
No, next week. Game's next Sunday.
I thought it was today.
They skip a week, actually. So trust me, if it was Super Bowl today, me and Dave probably wouldn't be here. But anyway,
facts, yo. Don't skip the pod next week.
I will pod next week. So Dave probably out trying to get food for the Super Bowl right now. Who knows?
Right.
Yup, we're cooking.
Yeah. So number 6, what have I said? I said Aquaman, Flash, and I said Black Adam because I don't know him that well. So number 6, I'm gonna go with I'm probably gonna go with Morbius at that point. Yeah, Aquaman, Flash. Yeah, I'll go with Morbius. Morbius looks dope to me. The trailer was awesome. Again, how he turns into Morbius looks good. I wasn't sold at first, but this one of the movies where the trailers actually did sell me. Now, I'm not like Chris where I need to have a trailer to sell me. I'll go into movies no trailer, period, and love them.
Blind, yeah.
Yeah, blind. So, but the trailer did sell me. Jared Leto is great, as an actor.
Absolutely.
He gets so engrossed in his role. So I'm like pretty confident that he's going to do this movie well because of what he does with his roles. He turns into these people. You're good, Chris. And again, I'm curious about the crossover with Venom. It's kind of to me like Venom's been there, so Morbius them actually crossing over, like E said, and trying to create whatever universe they're creating. And then you got the whole Michael Keaton, the Vulture, being in the movie. So I'm like, what's going on with that? So that's very curious to me as well. So I would love to see that part as well. And then some of the cast, Tyrese in the movie, you got different things in the movie, so I'm really excited about that. Then I would say number 5 would be Thor: Love and Thunder. As you see the God of Thunder's hammer right here.
Oh, where'd you get that, bro?
It was a Christmas gift from Josh, actually.
Yo.
Josh, I want to be on your Christmas list.
Right.
Mike, tell him what it is.
So it's actually, if you think it's just a hammer, but it opens up, and it's a water bottle as well. So
you can put your weed in there.
Of course, there you go. There you go. My man E
that's
awesome. I gotta cap that.
I'm sorry for Josh and Chloe, not just Josh or whatever. Gotta give her credit to as well.
No, that's very, very thoughtful.
Wait, hold up. You can put stuff in that hammer?
Look.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah, let me get that.
He's on a live TV delay, a 7-second delay.
Right. Right.
No, it's because of the weed.
I'm about to say, what the hell? I'm the one on the West Coast. What the hell?
He over there drinking. Hey man, he over there with milkshakes and shit.
Right, right. Hey man, over there, milkshakes from Sonic and shit.
It's a pomegranate smoothie.
See, we can't even see what it is.
Always
Oh,
eating
tropical
or something.
cafe. That's nice.
Never heard of
My
that.
man E always eating.
Yeah, he always eating or drinking.
Always has something to eat.
By the way, side note, man, yesterday I thought you wanted some macaroni salad. Just saying.
Yo, he would be a great movie character. He always has something to eat, something to drink.
Man, yo, get them classes going, E. Get them acting classes and get in
I
there,
don't know if you
dog.
ever seen Trailer Park Boys, but there's the one guy that always carries a glass of rum with him everywhere he goes.
There's a role out there for you in every movie. I promise you. I promise you.
I need to get up out there. I need to come to Cali. That's
You want to lay down some bars for the theme song for the show, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where's the beat at?
Where's the beat at? You don't need a beat. Go acapella.
Yo,
He
by
can
the
do
way,
Acapulco.
I was thinking,
Who was the acapella?
yo, E, I was thinking if you start rapping over like the new beats that coming out, like imagine if you rapped over the Boba Fett beat and then the Mandalorian beat.
Bro.
If you start doing that, put it on TikTok or Instagram on Reels,
Dog,
man, listen.
bro, and you of course you can do the cover of the album too. The thing, just do the Boba face, bro. That's your cover right there. That's your cover right there. That's
Star
it.
Wars show, for our Star Wars show.
And then you start rapping about
Come on.
and the lyrics is about the show and the content. Oh man.
I'm dead.
They done gas me up now. Now I'm about to find that beat.
Thank you.
So again, I'm gonna say it again. Thor: Love and Thunder. We'll be on there here. I think I'm excited to see it because again, like Josh said, Thor's back, kind of what Thor we know. It was, I guess, quirky to see the whole fat Thor or whatever for a second.
Yeah.
But I'm done with that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And because he's also playing Hulk Hogan in a biopic, he's even more jacked than he normally is.
Yeah, he's jacked. Yeah.
I didn't hear this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's playing Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Wow.
That's gonna be as a wrestling fan, that's gonna be a ride.
Dave, you're muted, man.
Yo, yeah, he looks like The Rock, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he's like, I have never seen him this large, yo.
Well, he had to play Hogan or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
saw him on
man. Even
TikTok
Hogan
lifting
was never
weights
that
and shit.
jacked. Come on now.
Hogan wasn't that jacked.
Hogan
What?
Yeah, he was.
Hogan
Hogan
was, he had a 6-pack, bro. Hogan was
Bro,
a
you
fat
sure
dude.
you remember it right?
He had to be jacked, bro. He had
Come on,
to be
man.
jacked.
The 32-inch pythons, bro.
Right. Come
he
on,
was going
dog.
You
against,
remember
32 inches of fat.
Ultimate Warrior,
Fat.
Randy Man, Macho.
Do you
Son,
remember?
bro, all
Do you
these
remember
guys.
80s Hogan? 80s Hogan was jacked, bro. Like, man, to tell you,
Jack?
80s
Remember, he
Hogan was
fought
like,
Debo.
Yo, they were on them roids, bro. Big
right.
time.
They were side by side. You like you were saying,
Yeah.
money. Like him and Zeus were side by side, and Hogan was like,
side by
I
side.
Yo,
was
he
like,
slammed
damn.
Andre the Giant. That's it.
yeah.
That's all you got to say, right? That's all you got to say.
Side note,
All right,
But
we've seen a wrestling show.
I want to see Thor. I want to see Christian Bale. We talked about it as Igor the God Butcher. Christian Bale's such a good actor. I know he'll do great in that role. I trust Taika right now, and Taika kind of made Thor his own. So I trust the slight comedy that'll be in there. I want to see, I'm sure they'll bring Loki back in some capacity. So got to see that. Jane coming back, I'm not so excited about the whole her having the hammer, to be honest with you. Something like that. But I'm sure they'll do well with the story. So that's my thoughts there on that. The next one, what am I? Number that was 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need
you
4.
on 4 now.
Yeah. Okay. 4 going to be man, 4 is hard, man. 4 is tough. God, I already know my top 2, but 3 and 4 is tough for me. But number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Only because it's still up there, but it's not in the top 3 because a lot of trouble in this production. We don't really know about the whole where they're going with the leader of Wakanda, let's say, with the T'Challa situation and stuff like that. If they don't recast, I don't know how to feel. If they do, how to feel. It's a lot with that. I feel like that it's been a while since Black Panther came out, so I think that also lessens my excitement a little bit as well. But it's still something I want to look forward to because it's going to move forward the story within the MCU. So I'm excited. And then Namor. So that's got me psyched too because it's and Black Panther.
Ironheart.
And don't get me excited.
Ironheart too.
I heard there's nothing for me. Nah, hell no. But
Yo,
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see a female rip off of Iron Man, bro. Like I'm an Iron Man fan too much for that, so that bothers me.
That should be good then.
Yeah. I want to see it. That's why I want to see it.
See, y'all think that if the character is replaced by another version, that's great. The character, no. I want my original.
Yeah, if the version died, if the version gave his life to save us,
go again.
I expect somebody else to be, take his place.
So what you saying? What you saying, Mike? Is you want them to use that loop tech?
Yes.
You want them to
you know what it is? She's gonna be some young girl, right? We'll have these flaws, of course, because she's young.
Yeah.
She gonna make all these mistakes, of course, trying to live up to the legacy. I don't want to see that shit. By the time we lost,
you want to see her pay rent. Mike want to
that was good.
Shopping.
That was good.
Ain't about the rent. It's about by the time we got to Downey's ending, he was so veteran at being Iron Man. I don't want to see a restart of Iron Man. Like I just
that was
I'd rather see War Machine and Armor War and stuff like that. At least he done been War Machine for a while, stuff like that. So anyway, but I think it would be cool to see Riri Williams in Wakanda for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
See how that
nice
happens.
little nod. Yeah.
Yo, Mike, if it was Tony's daughter being Ironheart, would you like that better?
I probably would, because she was already like wearing a helmet and shit. She was around him doing stuff.
Yeah. What about the kid that I forget, was it within 3 or so that helped him at the funeral? I thought that was like the nod there, right? Wasn't that like that's what I'm saying.
I would take that too. Honestly,
I would take that too.
But I think we all know the heir apparent was Tom Holland Spider-Man, Stark Spider Tech Spider.
Sound like a hater. Sound like a Tom Holland hater over here.
Really? Because I like Spider-Man. I'm just saying, the Spider-Man so far, how much Stark Tech did he have, Dave?
Iron Man Jr.
Doesn't matter.
Quite a bit.
Hey. He only
hold on. How come nobody's coming after Black Widow? How come nobody's coming after the Glock Corporation, calling her little Glockus because she used their weapons?
Who?
Right.
Black Widow using Glocks, but ain't nobody naming her the gun manufacturer.
Gosh, you said that fire.
But she's using those weapons, so you know what?
Nobody's saying
that's
about
her mentor.
Copying Hawkeye.
What happened? Yes, we did talk about that.
For that.
It's just crazy because I already called her the Glock Nest monster.
See?
I'm lost.
Somebody did.
Yeah, you got your answer, Dave.
Never heard that one before. Good one, yeah.
Okay, all right. So, and I was saying about Black Panther. My last point was Namor. I want to see that whole world get built. I'm sure they're springing it to Namor's own movie, but the fact they're going to have it in Black Panther, and then in Black Panther 1, his actual biggest nemesis was Killmonger, and Killmonger was great as the actor as Michael B. Jordan and all that stuff. But then they fought in the same suit, right? So I hate that when you fight the person in the same suit. So Namor give whoever Black Panther is a different type of villain to fight, and Namor tough, and he
don't play,
and he run his shit, whatever like that.
I'm gonna ask a stupid question though. Has it been 100% confirmed that Namor's gonna be in Black?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's been 100% confirmed
for a long time. He's already got the freaking actor gonna be play Namor.
So, because they made that
actor, but they're guessing for
that was from a after credit scene that you know what I mean maybe
no
after credit scene, right? No, okay.
No after credit.
I mean, he was mentioned in Endgame.
Yeah, they mentioned him in the after credit scene of Shang-Chi. No,
wrong. They mentioned him by mentioning an earthquake.
Yeah, in Endgame.
Yeah, right. But that, I don't know.
But that wasn't him.
Bro, Namor's in the movie. Trust me. Whatever.
You're saying he's saying that was the Eternals.
Oh, it was in the after credit scene. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in Endgame when they had that virtual meeting. Yeah.
That was in the movie, not the after credit scene. But anyway,
right.
And Namor, like I said, he's a mutant, like one of the first ever mutants, right? So Namor can actually start to spring on the X-Men. There's a lot of different possibilities with that for me. So that's why I like that as well. So people forget Namor's a mutant as well. So but he is. So anyway, those are my 6 through 4. Who's up? E. Last 3 through 1, baby.
Real quick, man. I did want to say something real quick. I actually thought about something. For the Thor movie, right? As far as that interaction with the Guardians too, I think it's gonna be interesting, the interaction between Thor and Groot, seeing as how Groot is part of the Thor Corps, or the I think it's the Storm Corps. I think what the name is, but
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, so he gets to wield Stormbreaker. So I think that that'll be an interesting interaction between them two. I want to see if they're gonna play on that at some point in the movie, that Thor and Groot, because I think Thor calls Groot Tree, which is an inside joke between them two. But I think that's going to be interesting to see, interesting development that we may see that may bear fruit later on down the line, and especially in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, right? Yeah. So I think that would be a cool thing too.
Vin Diesel said the Groot we're getting anyway is going to be like the Mega Groot. Like this is going to be like Groot's strongest form.
Okay, so he about to be Redwood Groot then.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it being called as Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's just me.
Yeah. I'm glad you made that, because said it like that, because you would have had E look at the camera again when he heard Asperger's.
Asperger's caught me off guard, man.
I will never do that again.
I'm glad you said Asgardians instead of saying Asgardians. I'm glad you said that. My man E would have looked at the camera again like, what you say? Where?
Yeah, you gotta guard the ass, bro. Come
on. Guard that ass. Guard
right,
that ass.
For real. That's the tagline. That's the tagline right there on the poster bottom. Guard that ass, bro.
Oh shit.
My bad, Eva. Go ahead, man.
You up? Go 3, 2, 1.
All right. So 3 is Black Panther for me, because I'm interested. It is a lot of confusion. That's why it's my number 3 in my top out of the top 3. But I do want to know who is going to be the next Black Panther. I'm okay if it's the sister. I'm okay if it's M'Baku. I'm also okay if it's Killmonger. Them the only 3 I can really see. I can't really see anybody else. You can't.
But it's definitely not going to be Killmonger. I can't
see them bringing. We don't know, but you're right. You might be right.
The multiverse.
Right.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
Right. You might be wrong.
He's coming back like Black Panther's father was, in that field to mentor the new Black Panther. They don't say who.
The multiverse.
I hope they figure it out, whatever they're doing.
Right. Like, who the heck can he mentor?
I
know it's a dude, though, because I've seen the body. It looks like a dude in the Black Panther suit, but that's my number 3. My number 2 is Thor, because I can't wait to see Christian Bale be Gore the God Butcher. I can't wait to see how they do the necroplasm. I can't wait to see how they I wonder if they're going to touch in it like they did in the comics, where people pray to different gods. Like each planet had different gods above it. And like when he was finding out and seeing all the gods murdered, like the alien gods, she was like, nobody's answering our prayers for water. Well, so it was like, no water? And he flew up to the city and it was all dead. Yeah.
Good. Hey, I read that comic and that messed me up. So I'm interested to see if they're gonna play into that. Oh man,
right? I was like, what?
Yeah, there's no water because that god is dead, bro. Gore the God Butcher been getting a hold of that ass. They ain't been guarding that ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't been guarding that ass.
Guard that ass. Guard that ass.
Guard that ass. And then my number 1 is Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Boy, I can't wait for that. All the shit I'm hearing, I don't care if it's true or not. I'm ready. I'm already ready. I need that now. I need that now. They need to give me that now.
Absolutely.
I want to see, because to me it looks like it's going to be dark. You know what I'm saying? From what I'm hearing, it's going to be dark. Oh yeah. I want to see how crazy shit can really get. And Wanda's going to be crazy, or is she going to be good? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm a little messed up over the names of some of the creatures, but we'll see what they do.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
All right. So number 3 is Thor 3 for me. And I kind of like the idea of the Lady Thor thing if they do it how they did it in the comics, where she got an uncurable disease.
Yeah.
And the only way to fix her was to, that's going to be interesting if they do that right? And they don't shove it in her face that there's a female Thor, right? Because,
right.
We don't want to see that, right? Everybody.
Nah, they would never do that.
Number 2 for me is Doctor Strange 2. That's probably my most hyped movie on the list, besides number 1, for obvious reasons. And then number one, gonna shock the world here. This is what I've been working on this whole time. The Batman, man.
No.
I am ready for the Batman, bro. Here's why. Okay, I haven't liked the Batman movie in years. I can't wait. And this trailer just blew me away, dude. Like, I am totally interested in redoing the whole story. Let me give me something I love, man. And from the trailers, I loved it, man. So I'm really hyped to see the Batman. Like, honest to God. So
Okay.
Cool. Dave, you up 3, 2, 1, bro.
Number 3. This was like really still hard.
It is hard, right? Yeah.
It's very hard, yo, because all of them are important films. Number 3 is probably Black Panther 2. Just for the reason Chris mentioned earlier, we haven't seen anything on it. We haven't heard anything on it. No casting updates. No cameos. Yeah. It sounds like it's in trouble. It sounds like it's in what's called development hell.
Yep.
Movies in development hell generally don't turn out their best. Not saying they don't turn out good. They just don't turn out their best.
Well, they're saying this year, right?
Case in point, Justice League. Just throwing that out there. The first version of it. So Black Panther 2 for me on number 3. Number 2, probably gonna be Thor. Thor 4.
I got.
All right. The only reason why is because I've come to like fall in love with Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Like, to me, he's taking that role like Downey Jr. took the Iron Man role.
I agree. Yeah.
So putting the hammer in someone else's hand doesn't really jive all that with me. It's not the fact that she's a woman. They could have started this series with Thor as a woman, and I probably still would have liked it and been saying the same thing if they were moving it over to a man. But I just don't. I don't know. I don't see how that shit's gonna work. Like, I don't know. I just don't see how it's gonna work. So Thor's number 2. Number 1, obviously, is Multiverse of Madness. Like, the MCU ramifications that this is gonna have, that this movie's gonna have is loads. We're gonna see a bunch of new characters coming through. I think the end of No Way Home was just the beginning of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Correct.
To be honest,
right.
I think that's what kind of like where one story ends, another story started. So
multiple.
But yeah, I'm definitely most suited to see that. Yeah, that's my number 1.
Josh, 3, 2, 1, buddy.
All right, number 3, I have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness for all the reasons that everyone has echoed. I mean, of course, all the cameos of the X-Men I'm anticipating, right? And bringing them into the MCU, as our bro Maine already brought up in previous show with the arrival of the Eternals. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And apparently there's going to be a lot of cameos from people like Patrick Stewart, allegedly, right? And I'm curious about the rumors of a Tom Cruise variant of Iron Man showing up.
Yes.
I think it'll be interesting to see what they can do with that if they do it correctly. And I always trust. In Feige we trust, right? So if they feel like it'll work,
a wild rumor too.
I think it'll work.
And they got a picture. They have a picture out.
Right. And
I'm curious. Bro, that's from that. Sorry, go ahead. I'm gonna cut him off.
No, go ahead, Dave.
Oh, there's a company, Screen Gems, that's been making all these deep fake trailers. So you really got to be careful about the trailers you guys are seeing. The Tom Cruise one.
No, I ain't talking about the trailer. I ain't talking about the trailer.
You talking about Tom Cruise in full Iron Man gear? That's a deep fake.
No, I'm talking about Tom Cruise wearing a mocap suit like Robert Downey.
Oh shit!
Again, that might be a deep fake. You got to really check it. From what I heard, Tom Cruise's price tag was too high. That's from what I heard.
I believe it.
That they approached him, and his price tag was way too. And he wanted more.
Do you think they'll bring back RDJ to do something similar?
No, I don't think they're gonna bring him back at all. I don't think they want to damage that legacy.
Here's the thing. I think they could do is they could use that loop tech again and do hollow Steve. I mean, not hollow Steve. Hollow Tony. Yeah, they could do that. They could possibly make that happen.
Yeah, you talking about the blue tech. Yep. Yeah, they could do that.
They could do that.
Yeah,
because he's supposed to have the what suit is that? The suit that comes out like liquid.
It's a nanotech.
Yeah.
They can do that. I don't know, but my bad. Go ahead, Josh.
And
They,
yeah, I was
oh,
just
Josh,
like,
yeah.
No,
I
it
was
was
just
Josh. That
curious
was
to
on Josh.
see. I'm curious to see what will happen with Strange versus Wanda, if there will be any battles between them. That'll be interesting, and the ramifications of the multiverse and maybe why it goes into madness. And I'm really curious because of the wonderful animation What If, right? I'm curious to see how much What If foreshadowed this film, because it looks like we're going to see a darker Strange, right, who got out of hand because he's the most dangerous person in existence. And I really want to see Kang. I definitely want to see Kang the Conqueror for sure.
Don't forget Peggy Carter.
Oh, right. That's right. Exactly.
Peggy Carter.
That's
Black
one
Bolt.
character I'm not super to see.
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
But Peggy as Captain America or whatever she was called.
Yeah.
Captain.
Peggy
bro,
Captain
let's
Carter.
go. No, throw that away.
Wait.
Bring him back as agent. Bring him back as Agent Carter.
But wouldn't they have to find some way? Of course, they could do that now with the X-Men, but wouldn't they have to find some way to explain the Inhumans? Because as of right now, I don't think they're anywhere else right now.
I think that's what they're gonna do.
That's what this whole point. Okay.
What are the Inhumans? I'm sorry.
Where are they?
No, what are they? I never heard of that.
They're like
mutants, but different. It's triggered. It's not. It's where
like
triggered
yeah.
Where mutants are triggered by puberty, right? They're
triggered by something called the Terrigen
Mist.
Terrigen Mist.
Yeah.
But the Terrigen Mist kills mutants.
Correct.
Yeah, it will kill. It'll either kill or leave alone.
Miss Marvel is an Inhuman.
Yeah, Kamala Khan.
I don't think she will be though in her show though. Actually,
really?
Yeah, I don't know how they
changed their
I mean, that'd be a great way for them to introduce her. To be honest,
I can't see them making her immune. From a bracelet. It's a family bracelet that gets handed down through her.
Don't say
her
that,
family.
E.
Yo,
I'm dead ass, man.
That's terrible. You had such the great dichotomy of the Inhumans versus the mutants. I mean, that's brilliant storytelling.
She was the one that could have put the Inhumans.
I gotta check that out then.
So does this mess up? Does it have to do anything to do with the Axis comics then, or Axis, or any of that other stuff? The like, or just the way that the X-Men versus. I'm getting out of hand. Sorry. I'm just thinking further down the line as far as the comics are concerned. When it comes to like the whole beef, like Josh was saying, the mutants and Inhumans, like how is that negated now? Is that rendered moot?
Well, no, it don't mean that
until we see the first X-Men movie. We really can't say, right?
Yeah, and plus you got to remember, like, okay, so I don't think that because they can still do Inhumans. Plus, she mostly rolled with Avengers, Kamala Khan. She was like with Inhumans and shit like that. So I feel like
she wasn't aware what she was.
Right, but even when she was, she rolled with the Avengers more than anything. She wasn't.
Right.
Well, she rolled with the young Avengers more than anything.
That's true.
The Inhumans are stationed on the moon, right? Yeah, they're in the moon.
Adelan. Yeah, Adelan.
In the video game, she was with the Avengers as well.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't know then. Cool.
And she's
all right.
There's an Inhuman show, Chris.
Hold on. Yeah, there is. Yeah.
There is. Sadly, there's an Inhuman show.
And in the Avengers cartoon, she's getting trained by Miss Marvel. I mean, Captain Marvel and she's with Avengers. Anyway, Josh, number 2, what you got, bro?
And of course, number 2.
It's all part of the plan.
The Batman, obviously. I mean, again, even though I'm biased, I feel like with Matt Reeves directing, Robert Pattinson, I know some people don't think he has the acting chops, which is fair. That's completely fair. However, he was personally recommended for this role by Christopher Nolan, who took superhero films to the next level, giving them more depth and personality. Right. So, and then I'm really excited for the Riddler, right? Because Matt Reeves really said he was focusing on the whole aspect of Batman being the world's best detective. So when you think about it from that lens, I'm thinking about it. You got to look at Riddler now, right? As like a serial killer who's leaving all the
been a good Riddler either.
Who's taunting everybody. And he's like, oh, he wants to be caught type of thing. So I feel like his crimes really need to be dissected. And then eventually, instead of playing, defense, Batman will eventually need to play offense, right? And you gotta juggle that essentially playing outside of the law because he's a vigilante anyway. And I'm curious what tech will be developed in this series, like what he has now and what would be developed by the end of the show.
Yes.
And what else? I also again, as Miguel brought up, the Penguin, right? I feel like Colin Farrell might steal the show. Not necessarily like Heath Ledger's Joker, but I feel like if you see him in the trailer in the makeup and costume, you keep forgetting it's Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Not to mention that there's going to be a TV series developed on HBO Max. So I think that'll be cool as well.
Number one.
Of course, number one.
I am your king now.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Because, of course, number one, they need to resolve the untimely passing of Chadwick Boseman. So RIP for him. And I think it really depends on how well Ryan Coogler and Kevin Feige collaborate on the storyline, because sure, they give the directors a lot of latitude, but Kevin Feige is still steering the MCU ship as a whole. Correct. So I'm curious to see what he will be allowed to do with essentially rewriting the script after that unfortunately passing. However, I do think they should recast. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like we need T'Challa, the character, in the MCU because of the value he has. He's incredibly smart, on par with maybe not Tony Stark level, because that's more his sister Shuri right now, but he's still up there with his intelligence and his ability, and he just views things differently from my perspective. So I think he adds different to the Avengers. The second point, I'm curious about Namor, and because he's a mutant, I'm curious to see if Storm will make an appearance in Wakanda, of course. And the third part, as the jersey I'm wearing, right? They need to bring Killmonger back, but not as a Force Ghost. Unless, and they could do some great writing here, some creative, innovative writing, unless he's in a controlled coma or some shit, and he's able to be in the ancestral plane, and then in like Black Panther 3, he can come back in physical form. It doesn't make sense to me to have a massive action star who makes action movies as a Force Ghost. When you think about Force Ghosts, think about the Force Ghosts in Star Wars. Yoda, Obi-Wan, Luke, they all have gray hair. Even T'Challa's dad, gray hair.
Yeah.
And to be fair, for me, we never actually see Killmonger die. Sure, he gets stabbed. Sure,
I've been saying that.
he gets stabbed, but at the same time, they save Agent Ross's life with the Kimoyu beads, which are made out of vibranium, and it was a gunshot wound that lacerated his spine, and he would have been paralyzed for life. It was very easy in Wakanda to keep somebody on ice. That's all I'm going to say.
Good point.
All right.
Hashtag Killmonger Black Panther.
Unless the Black Order show up.
To be fair, Force Anakin didn't have gray hair, by the way, but the rest of your Force
in the first one he did.
Oh, did he? Okay.
And Return of the Jedi he did, and then when
Lucas
digitally remade it, then he came back as Hayden Christensen. So
Hayden Christensen,
yep.
I'm just reading here too that Matt Reeves is doing a lot of Batman projects in the future too. Apparently, 2 TV shows.
Yeah, they got a show. What's that? GCPD, about the whole Gotham PD.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah. All right, Maine, your top 3, buddy.
All right. My top 3, running out number 3 is going to be Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Man, Josh was very succinct in his delivery, and I echo those sentiments. Absolutely. I really feel like there's a lot of loose ends that need to be tied up, and a lot of some of the narrative that was building that they were trying to create to move forward with the story. I think that there's a lot that they can still explore. And for example, I still want to know what the hell was even off topic. I want to know what the hell Winter Soldier was doing there. Like, where does the White Wolf come into play? Like, there's a lot of questions that happened and a lot of things that happened in some of the other movies as far as Wakanda is concerned. I want to know about. Also, man, as far as Killmonger's concerned, he could come back. He could have fallen or done anything, and Shuri could have secretly rescued his ass and could have put him on a stretcher somewhere. We don't know. There's many different things that they could do with that, and I'm very interested to see also Namor. The whole introduction of the Eternals, that's a guarantee. We're getting the X-Men. We're getting mutants. They're going to tell this story. They were the catalyst. Them and the Celestials were the catalyst for what we would come to know as mutants and things like that. So I want to know what they're going to do with that. And Namor being there, there's a reason why he's there, and there's a reason why they're revealing him now. There's all these whys, right? There's a lot of whys and no answers. So I'd like to know what they're going to do with that as far as the direction for that movie. So that's why that's my number 3, but I'm still very excited about that movie. Make no mistake. Number 2 is going to be the Batman, and here's why number 2 is my Batman. Is my pick. Josh mentioned Christopher Nolan. He's my favorite director. I love his movies. I love Tenet. I love his approach. I love all these different movies that he's done. I love his vision. He's my favorite director. And if he trusts, he recommends somebody, you know what I mean? Like, it means something. Pattinson has a different approach. I think he'll have a different approach to Batman than we've ever seen. But I think that people also forget we're getting a new Batman. This is not the grizzled veteran. He's new. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't have restraint. He doesn't have restraint. He doesn't have that control yet. He doesn't have that poise yet. You saw in the trailer, he damn near smashed old boy's skull in. Like, he didn't have couldn't pull it back yet. He's still raw and he's still learning. And I think that because they've gone with that approach, Pattinson has this subdued kind of frenetic energy about him that he could pass off quite well with this character, because he looks like he has it all together. But you could believe that, kind of like I forget the actor, but they laugh about him because he always does this where he just flips or whatever. So I forget his name, but he can do that. You could look at him and say that, okay, at any moment he could snap, and it's believable from him. It works out. The colors, not even that. The music. When I heard the music first start out, I was like, this is Nirvana, and sure enough, it was. So that 90s vibe, that feeling, I was like, oh, okay, they're using a Nirvana song for this Batman movie. You already got my attention. And I'm interested to see what they do with that, the color palette and everything like that. I'm just very excited for this movie, and I think that it's going to do great. And my number 1, of course, no surprise, like the last thing we did, it's going to be Doctor Strange. I am super excited about what this means. I believe that the madness in Multiverse of Madness is, in fact, not just the dark Doctor Strange, but Wanda herself. I think she's the madness in the Multiverse of Madness. The art, the poster that I saw for that, like I've seen you guys seen it, the spiral with the eyes and things like that. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's crazy, and it gives me everything I need to know in that visual.
That right now,
everything's spiraling out of control, and you have Wanda on the inside of the spiral while Doctor Strange is on the outside of the spiral, and it lines up perfectly to let you know that there's some turmoil or some kind of conflict going on the outside and on the inside. And the way that they're going to go about this, the different approach as far as horror is concerned, and just a much more darker tone, I'm excited, and you really get to touch back on that esoteric and much more magical version of the MCU. Like Josh said, we're getting another Doctor Strange that people have either yet to see or people are wanting to see, and I'm excited for that, man. I think that we're going to see a lot of interesting things and possibilities come from this movie, and it's just going to lay the groundwork for a lot of great things to come. Maybe even some House of M stuff in the future. No more mutants. We
that'd be my
where this may
dream.
lead.
That'd be my dream, yeah.
This would be crazy.
Well, first you gotta have mutants first. Say no more.
Right.
Mutants,
That's what I'm saying. But this could lead that foundation to where they can absolutely do that later on. So this means a lot more, much like the Eternals. This means a lot more than people are realizing. So that's why that's my number 1.
Hey, man, this poster you were talking about, is that the one with like all the spirals and the earths and stuff?
So it's a picture of Doctor Strange, and it's basically like an unraveling of his torso. And in between, you see it's like layers of Strange and then Wanda, and it's like she has these red eyes, and we're definitely seeing Scarlet Witch, and hands down, we're not getting Wanda Maximoff, we're getting Scarlet Witch, and this one, she's a witch.
Send me a link to that. I can't find it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Put it in, put us out one of the chats. So I'm gonna go with why we got double main? Oh no, this is it right here. I'm sorry. There we go. There it is.
Oh, you got it?
Oh shit.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, that's hot.
Something about to go down.
Too.
Wow, dude.
Something's going down.
Yeah, like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 of them like that. That's crazy.
Man.
Why they got another one where it's his face, her face, his face, her face, his face, her face.
Interesting. Right. I haven't seen that one yet.
So I'm up to round this show out. So number 3, all the way up here, was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I love Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse so much. It's my second favorite Spider-Man movie, to this day. So I love Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse so much. it just was almost a perfect film. To be honest with you, it's like very pretty much. I know it's an animated film, but I can't really find a flaw.
Nah, it checked every box.
Yeah, it checks every box. It's got it's just and then even, I mean, let's start back from the
yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
it's got killing. Yeah, it does.
It's got killings. It's got killing, and in the end, killings with stakes to it.
And
too,
in
right?
the end, yeah, and in the end, yeah, and in the middle. And in the middle too. Yeah, it's got depths. It's got depths.
And the soundtrack, of course.
Soundtrack. You got the African American Latino Miles Morales, man. Spider-Gwen coming back to this movie as well, who I like as well. And then they're bringing Spider-Man 2099.
Yes.
What's his name? I forget his name.
Miguel
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. Playing Miguel O'Hara, Miguel Nunes, something like that, whatever his name is. But anyway, playing him. Yeah, playing him.
Miguel O'Hara.
Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 99. Yeah, Miguel O'Hara. So excited about that. And I just think that, like you guys were saying, maybe the multiverse, maybe can set up for like they can go from this film and then wrap it up and like bring that Miles right into the live action, which I think would be freaking dope, actually. So I'm excited for that and what they can do with the possibilities of this. Then number 2, I'm going with the Batman as well, kind of like Chris. I feel like the Batman, like I think Josh said a lot of the good sentiments. I feel like the Riddler and him going to have this kind of like back and forth mind games with each other. I think the Riddler will think that he's one up in him, where like Bruce will already have a step on him and stuff like that. I think that again, he's the world's greatest detective, right, for a reason. And I think a lot of the movies haven't shown the detective side enough. As much as I love the other Batman, they don't really get into that as much, as this will.
Right.
And then you get my man Andy Serkis as Alfred, which is dope.
Andy Serkis, man.
Andy Serkis is like, oh my god,
man.
Like, speaking of Black Panther, man, Claw, come on, man.
He's a chameleon,
Lord of the
man.
Rings.
By the way, you haven't even seen Lord of the Rings, Miguel. Come on.
Wait,
don't watch
what?
Oh,
It's mad
but
boring.
you see Manifest.
Bruh.
Apples and oranges, bro. But anyway, apples and steak, actually. But anyway,
Damn, you talking about steak, bro? I'm starving.
Anyway, are you past your eating time, aren't you?
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet.
Okay, me either. But okay, so I'm almost wrapping it up, guys. So Jeffrey Wright again as Commissioner Gordon, like I said before. Colin Farrell. The cast is just so great, and I like the thing I like about the Gotham TV show is you got more of the mobster Penguin. Mm-hmm. That whole Penguin from Batman Returns, probably the worst part of the movie to me. You got this little flappity wappity penguin shit.
Danny DeVito joint, right?
Yeah. There's also a Tim Burton joint too.
Yeah,
so you're gonna get some of that dark whimsical shit in there.
I mean, I love that shit, but that's just me.
Like Danny DeVito's Penguin. I like him like eating raw fish and shit. Like, I mean, it was cool. You know what? It was cool when I got it, but then when I saw like you can have like a just straight up like mobster version of Penguin.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
right. Who don't have like hands like this and shit and all this other crap or whatever. Like,
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I want to see this Colin Farrell Penguin, shooting the gun. He's like fucking. He remind me of Al Capone and shit. The way he is in this.
Well, he was a great bullseye.
I think what you're saying is you want him to be less more of a literal penguin more than a mafia nickname penguin, right?
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
I see what you're saying.
Correct.
I see what you're saying.
Like the Penguin in Gotham TV show, he was called that because of the way he had that little limp or whatever.
Correct.
Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah, Oswald.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay,
but like a literal fucking penguin is like what the fuck?
I get you.
So I can't wait to see that part of it as well. And just like the 3-hour runtime don't intimidate me because I feel like you're gonna have so much like plot and story development and character development, which will lead you to the next movie. So I would just sit there, get my popcorn, and just be all into it. Like I'm good. I'm a girl.
Better be a lot of popcorn for 3 hours.
You know what though, man? Sidebar. I think that that DC can do well with that. I think they're onto something with these links. I think that if they do something different from Marvel MCU and keep these runtimes that way, they can get a lot of story in if it's done right, and they have these people who they really believe in and get behind. There's a lot of narrative you can get in there. Much like you said, I'm not intimidated. I've watched every single Lord of the Rings movie and went back and watched the remastered extended. I'm not intimidated at all.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
they
just
were good, and the people that
that's
dealt with
true,
them
right?
knew what they were doing with
That's
the
what I'm saying.
material.
So if they do the same thing, DC has something going for itself if they continue to go that route and have these runtime, but have enough substance to where you don't worry about, you don't get intimidated. Look at the runtime, and be like, this might be shit. Like I think that if they have those people behind it, you'll start to speak to that, and you'll see the Snyder cut or whatever. And when you go and see, oh, the next DC movie is 3 hours long, you won't bat an eye at it. And I think that they have something there if they continue to hone on that.
I agree. And sometimes you go into movies and you leave, you feel like, man,
Yep.
why they ain't do this? Why they ain't do that?
Yep.
Why they do this? I think DC is like, listen, we're gonna do everything that you want.
Yep.
Stuff like that. Something
Yo,
like
who
that.
playing PS4 in the background?
Right. Somebody gaming.
I don't have a console. Sorry.
Let me see.
And I feel like you're going to see a journey in 3 hours, right? You're going to see like
Just press mute or
the
something.
ups and downs, and then up and down again, probably. And stuff like that. So I'm cool with that. And then number one, man, Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. A lot of this is because it's coming right off of Benedict and Inside of Spider-Man.
YouTube.
Benedict is I'm gonna just mute you, E. How about that? Whatever. So Benedict is great, stuff like that. And you know, in the role he encompasses Doctor Strange as well as Thor does. I mean, Hemsworth does Thor, or RDJ does Iron Man to me. Benedict is Doctor Strange to me. And then, like Josh said, they bring in, like, if they could bring really Strange Supreme from What If into this, that'll be pretty cool. But Wanda or Scarlet Witch, as you say, right? Like Scarlet, like just her power, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, how you defeat her? Don't forget, none of us have mentioned yet. America Chavez coming to be in the movie. As well.
I saw that. I saw it in the trailer too. I was like, yo, yeah, that was dope.
And Dave was
saying
her power. Yeah, her powers are crazy too. Like,
yeah.
So you know, we got to go with that as well.
Yeah, I'm psyched for that.
You know what? Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Man,
I was saying that there's one thing that I forgot to mention as far as playing like the Marvel games. We got to see Shuma Gorath, yo. Like, Shuma Gorath is in the movie. I don't know if you guys know who Shuma Gorath is. That tentacle. Yeah. So it's like the fact that we saw Shuma Gorath. That's big too. Like, what? What does that mean?
That's supposed to be Shuma Gorath.
We actually did it.
But it's actually Gargantos. They changed the name.
Oh, so they changed the name?
They changed it. They're not allowed to use Shuma Gorath because of Conan.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Gargantos not fake. Gargantos exists. Like, when they say
Gargantos isn't nowhere near.
But he's a Namor villain. He's not a Doctor Strange.
All right, okay.
And he looks cheap. He don't look like how Shuma Gorath.
But y'all don't think that they're gonna use the Gargantos to kind of tease more Namor for Black Panther too? That's what I think they're gonna do. Actually,
I mean,
this is a big setup movie. This is a big setup movie. Absolutely,
they ain't got no choice.
But I didn't know that. Thank you for correcting me. I didn't know that they had changed the name, the not the likeness, but more the name. I thought that was
they kept the likeness.
I think here's what I honestly think, because Marvel's fucking genius, right? And Feige we trust, right? Always, right?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna use something that Strange is doing with the multiverse, right, to kind of reveal Namor and his whole city. And Gargantos gonna come out, right? But that reveal gonna then spill over to Black Panther, right? And
what does the multiverse have to do with Atlantis, though?
Right,
that's on Earth as it is, right? Just
my whole key about what
everything's topsy turvy.
Yeah, but my whole key about what Mike is saying, if you read the synopsis is, what's her name? America Chavez is trying to get away from demons that are chasing after her from multiverse to multiverse to multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just chasing her.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's one part of the movie, though. That's
right, but that's what I'm saying. That don't sound like Atlantis to me. That sounds like Gargantos the demon chasing her.
Right.
More than
Gargantos is a demon and not actually.
Yeah, I don't think he has nothing to do with
it. Was that Gargantos in What If? Those tentacles that came out?
No,
right.
No,
okay.
Nah. I think that. So me personally, I think it's gonna be the same Gargantos, and the same gonna be back in Black Panther with Namor. Gonna be in both movies. Same Gargantos.
Wow!
But how though? Because never mind. But yeah,
that's what I think. If it is Gargantos, I don't think they're gonna say Gargantos and then not use him if he really is with Namor later on.
Right.
You know
I see what you're saying.
Like I thought Namor would be in this because I seen the Sanctum flooded with water. At one part when Doctor Strange is walking up the steps, it was just mad water and like a beach outside of the Sanctum. So I was thinking maybe that's where Namor is going to come in at. But then again, reading the synopsis says otherwise. In the way
don't let Marvel fool you, bro.
They're going.
They throw some curveball synopsises out there.
Because look, my man, if they got other Spider-Mans who jump through a ring with a ring, they can make this work too. They can definitely make this work.
They can basically do anything with the multiverse.
But to your point, to your question, man, yeah, we all know who Shimu is. I played him in Marvel vs. Capcom back in the day.
Okay, so when I saw him, I was like, I didn't know that was Gargantos. They had changed it up. I didn't follow that part, but I think that's also a big moment for me, also as a gamer to see and to know a little history about what I thought was a Shumagora. I thought that was a really interesting foretelling of what kind of villains we're gonna see too.
Yeah, actually, my boy Angel just sent me this link to play it on PC. Marvel vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yes, sir.
King of Fighters 98, a bunch of stuff he found.
Oh, man, don't get me excited, bro. Come on.
I got the link. If you're going to play it on PC, actually. Anyway. We know about KOF, bro.
Bro, what? The one that's coming out soon?
King
the new
Fighters
one? Come on.
That was a Nanos.
I got Street Fighter 5 right now ready to go.
I'm a King of Fighter head. I'm nice with that.
Street Fighter better than King of Fighters.
How nice are you, E-Money?
Oh, I'm nice.
Oh,
I told y'all to get y'all Mortal Kombats up, but nobody took the challenge.
Yo, don't make me break out my arcade stick, bro.
Okay. We're gonna say that for later, but my bad. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, and then I think you talked to them more about the fact that Wanda. Remember, we got to follow up on her trying to get her kids back. From her show. And remember,
she's losing it,
and she got the Darkhold, the book, and stuff like that. So you're like, how far is she going to go with this at this time? And like, what happened is, at that point. So that's my number one movie. I'll say, and that comes out in May, so it's not too far away.
Yeah, that's my number one movie.
Excited about that. And again, like y'all said, what ramifications will it have for the MCU moving forward? Oh, and my man Mordo coming back, man. Like
with cornrows though.
Yo,
they gave my man cornrows.
Who is that?
Yo,
Mordo, the black
Mordo.
what's his name?
Chi Whittle.
Yeah,
my man Chi Whittle.
yeah. Who's a great actor and stuff like that.
Mordo.
Yeah, so I just love him coming back as well. And then Wong, of course. And then we need a Strange to get back his title by the time this movie happens.
Baron Mordo?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Strange is going to get back his title because...
Yeah. I like Wong and all. But he ain't
unless they bring Dr. Voodoo in there.
Woo!
Yo, when is Adam Warlock?
Come on, man. Come on.
Galaxy Volume 3.
Eat this for you.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Make sure you add. I'm gonna give you my tag too. Since
bro, that sounds like a threat.
And if you pick RoboCop, bro, you gonna quit.
I'm pretty sure.
I watched him wipe the floor with Antas though.
Mr. World only plays Stadia.
See, there's no competition in that.
I have no jurisdiction and pledge no allegiance to any platform. We can get this fight anywhere. We can get this fight anywhere. Let's get it.
PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm PlayStation.
You know what's funny?
All love.
I told Anthony that yesterday about you. I said he's like, no, I'm a Stadia guy. I was like, I don't think he's a Stadia guy. I think he's like all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I love games. I'm main games for a reason. I ain't main Stadia.
Baby.
I've been seeing Chris complaining about Stadia.
That's it.
In the chat. So I don't even want to.
I was just rubbing Ant the wrong way. I was just trying to get him started. I love Stadia, but I love all games. So.
Uh-oh.
Now I'll buy that for $1.
He's a slow character, but we're not going to knock him for his long range and projectile attacks. So,
my man. Hey, you know what? Real quick, I want to touch on something. As far as you mentioned, Scarlet Witch, how at the end of, I believe it was WandaVision, right? When she got a hold of the book and she was just reading.
Yeah.
From the time that's happened.
Man.
Wait, May can get it in any game too. If I have to show tough love, I will, bro.
You have to show it. Yeah,
send me all of your info.
First of all, hold on, man. I got you, man. Hold on, I got you, man. Because the Cowboys in the chat. Shout out to Tony, right? So
My man.
Mr. Urban World has to go through Tony to even get to Maine because
There we
Tony
go.
hit them plenty of times on live. So you got to get through
Oh,
Yo, he's already
Right.
made a fool out of Ant though, so
Right.
he can just pass right over that.
So listen, my man. Look, Urban World, bro. Listen, if you want to get different, you want to see a different side of Maine, let's get it. We can get it, cause bro, you ain't gonna get the Maine you see here, bro. You not gonna get it.
I want to watch it live
If
stream.
you listen how I talk, you know I'm gonna talk.
Yo, you gonna get straight mayhem, Maine, for real. Like if you want to get it, let's get it. I'm never scared. And just to let you know, if my life does ever get below a certain point, I'm not gonna turtle. I'm rushing in for that ass because I got nothing to lose. So
I like people like that.
Okay, man.
Just saying.
Damn, dude, I don't get on your bad side, bro.
Please don't.
Sound like the
Please
Hulk
don't.
over there, bro.
Please
Like,
don't.
don't want to get him mad.
It's all love until it ain't. It's all love till it ain't.
You
You know
made
what
me
I'm
feel
saying?
that phone. You weren't talking about me.
Nah,
So yeah, man.
And talk about Tekken now.
Oh, stop!
Oh man.
Oh god.
I will say this though, man. As far as like how long was that period of time when she had that book up until now? Like, what has she learned? What kind of knowledge has she gained?
In the previews, now that you said that, I did notice when she was doing the book, it was like little red orbs.
Yeah.
And then if you look in the preview, Doctor Strange pulls up the same little red orb she was looking at the end of her show.
Yeah, I
No,
don't know
what-
if she had the book.
He
now,
pulled
yeah.
them right up.
Wasn't she doing all this just to find her children though? Is that
Yeah,
why
that's what
she's
she's doing.
I can't
Yeah.
say that because
But I think she
listen,
could.
'cause
Yeah.
she was going through the book and she was doing stuff and then she heard her children. So she was still rummaging through stuff Nah, before she even heard her kids.
She took the book to find her children. She knows that book is the key to getting through
But
the
remember, she was
multiversal
in the
realms and
book
bringing
just
them
studying
through.
stuff, and then she heard her kids scream, and then she was like,
Well, it's because she's looking for them. Yeah, she hears them screaming.
That's
That's what led her to get the book.
She
The
started
only reason
looking
she
for
turned
him.
to Scarlet Witch was to find her children again.
Or we could look at it this way: it's the book. She's
Messing
already been
with her,
turned.
right,
She's already
yeah.
been messed up.
Yep.
She went looking in a place where she shouldn't have been, right? But she's desperate. And now that she's opened the Pandora's box, and now it's like, okay, well, since you opened it, I got a new host, or I got this person now who has some power. Now that's it. She's done.
And it's funny because I didn't hear nobody mention it. Go ahead.
That's the thing.
Man, she created them kids up like
that's the thing.
Right,
Too.
that's what I'm saying. But a lot of people haven't said anything about the god of chaos, where her magic comes from.
Wow.
Chthon. I ain't hear nobody mention him.
Hey,
wow.
Man. Hey, man, yo. Get him off you, man. Get him off you, man.
Damn, he's still on you. Look, he don't want no smoke.
This Ant now.
Man, and look, bro.
He's
listen.
a cowboy.
Right. Right. That's exactly what we gonna say too after I whoop that ass. Oh
I
man.
definitely want that look.
He gonna say, oh man. That's what it's gonna be after I tap.
Hey man, like this.
Oh man. That's what it's gonna be.
I'm gonna die.
Right, here we go. And I will no longer be on his show anymore. And there goes that relationship.
I got you, man. You always come on here.
It's all love. I'm just messing with it, man. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I think that this will be an interesting movie for real, because of just all the different. Just because it's magical and you got a lot of these otherworldly elements. Like at this point, I feel like this is one of the movies where I feel like anybody can get it and anything can happen. And because it's a setup movie, it's a movie that tells a story, but it's also setting all these different narrative devices in play. Man, like we have no idea. We saw what Wanda did to Thanos, right, on her own. So it's like you now have Scarlet Witch mode coming into play. What the hell is gonna happen? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, we don't know. And what will Doctor Strange have to do what he's done in the past? And he's actually in the past, people who know in the comics, he traveled to another dimension to study under himself to fight another villain that the other Strange already defeated. So if he's able, will he have to go back and study under another version of himself just to fight somebody like Wanda or Scarlet Witch? We don't know what's gonna happen. And that's what I think is interesting about this film.
Because Wanda's up there, and she's a Nexus being.
Dave, you've been quiet. What you feel about Scarlet Witch in the movie? Which what you gonna do? So, like good or bad.
I think she's gonna be like the real villain. I think this Garganto shit. Being the fact he's only appeared in 2 Marvel issues ever.
Right. Like I said.
I think he's being more like a red herring. Like they're gonna get us focused on him.
Okay.
While really the real villain is gonna be Wanda all along. I think this is my estimation. I think Wanda is selling Strange to someone in hell or the dark dimension, selling him out for her kids.
Mephisto.
Possible.
No, don't say that.
He's not that powerful though, yo.
Yeah,
to be
what's
honest.
up, Flo?
But he's coming.
Yeah, he's got to be coming.
Flo?
Today.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I'm
All
a
right.
cowboy.
Hey, I'm gonna put my joint in. Man, let me know if they easy to beat on MK.
Let me know. Let you know if they're easy.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, I'm sorry you guys just got here who just chimed in.
It's all good.
Chloe, everybody who's been on, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Another great show from the Comic Cinema crew.
Right.
Another great topic talking about our most anticipated. All these films are coming out this year, so of course
my
we'll be back to review each and every one of these films, which is a good
And the
thing.
shows.
Yes.
And the shows.
Yes.
All of them. So hopefully,
Man, we everywhere.
All of our thoughts that we just had about these shows and movies come to fruition. And
Absolutely.
we get these exciting movies throughout the year. Starting in next month, the Batman is less than a month away. Literally. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
When is Strange 2 dropping? Is it May?
Oh, man.
That's May.
I believe so, yeah.
May.
Yeah. So, 3 to 4 weeks from now, we'll be back talking about the Batman, man. So I'm excited. We're excited. Thank you guys all for coming on today as well. And I'll be back tonight. Man, you coming on tonight, right, with us?
I gotta see. Me and my wife still ain't gonna have no kids. We may end up doing something, but I'll let you know, man. I'll let you know.
If not, me and E will be back. Another friend of mine reviewing Power from last night. For that, see you guys later.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.